Very nice.
All right. Shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out. We prophesy the downfall of America. And first and foremost, we'd like to all praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash.
and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers across the folk on earth pushing this truth and sincerity. You know, to you brothers, we say shalom.
Shalom.
So we're gonna start out with 2nd Ezra 16, verse 37.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack."
So the plagues draw nigh. What are those plagues? The plague just been going on recently with the black plague that's been coming back up in the ships over there. And I forgot what area that was. And got Salaki, but I forget it's over there in on the Middle East somewhere, in that area. Then you got different diseases popping up here and there.
Bubonic plague, all that.
Yeah, bubonic plague. And then it was a brother put out about the chickens, backyard chickens had salmonella. You know, had salmonella in the chicken. So the Lord Yahweh Shah is bringing these plagues, these diseases upon the people, and they not unaware of what's going on, the food prices with the corn. You know what I'm saying? They said they haven't planted corn or any crops haven't been planted. Only like 30% of it been planted. Last year like 70%, but now like say 30%. So they tell you that a food shortage is coming. You know what I'm saying? A famine's coming. You know, the different plagues, diseases, it's coming. And Esau only got him a short time to do what he got to do, man. You know, to bring in his, his new world order. You know, to chill the people. But give me Revelation 12.
Yeah, this Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time."
So yeah, Revelation 12 say, "Rejoice, you heavens." So no, the rejoice, you heavens going to the elect men of Israel, the Israelites. The men of the Lord, starting the men of the Lord, Great Millstone down. The men that had this truth, this teaching this truth sincerity. You know, those are the heavens that we shall rejoice when we see these things, these plagues. We should not be down and feeling like, hey man, I don't know. We should have no doubt of faith when we see these things, because we should already be up and happier, excited about seeing these things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that time that, hey, this place, the Lord's gonna bring this place, bring the society down to its knees. You know what I'm saying? Bring these proud people, these Americans down, man. And like I say, Esau, he only has nothing but a short time. You know, and like I say, Esau is the Lord's sword. So Esau, he's preparing to get at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, man. The Israelites, man. He about to bring the hammer down, which is by the martial law truth, man. You know, you're gonna be kicking down your door. All the comfortability that y'all can get up and do what you want to do day in and day out, that's gonna stop soon, man.
Right.
A lot of things gonna change, and one day you're gonna wake up. A lot of things gonna change. All this is going on, that's going on, family members going crazy, people going crazy in the streets. Those things are coming, man, because a lack of food is about to happen. The crash of the dollar, all this coming.
Yeah, I got this. This Isaiah 3:1, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water."
So the Lord's going to take away the stay and the staff, man. That stay and the staff is like, say, this, you so-called Negro Latino natives that hold tight to this society of the so-called white man. You know, y'all holding on to the like, say, what happened with the SNAP that just went happened. You know, it shut down. That's just a prelude. The Lord, Lord finna bring it to you.
Hey, can I say to you, that's beautiful, right? The Lord got it actually openly playing out. Because you seen all the comments, everybody was just pouring out their heart. I just walked to the store.
Yeah.
Hey, that's showing you the most thing. How about sitting outside, got this thing, everything right on schedule, man. You know? And stores like that build up your faith. You know? Stores like that build up your faith.
I can be is like right on Memorial Day weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, that's that right there.
Yeah, because Jake had it in their mind, they were going to go get, I'm going to budget this. I give you 10 pounds of You know, chicken. Then I'm gonna sell these stamps and get a bottle. And the most hey, that's Isaiah 3:1. Behold, I would take away the staff and the stay, man. And real quick too, can I say, the Lord don't never do nothing abruptly. It always be a gradual, like Esau deal with gradualism, but the Most High is the ultimate power that deal with gradualism. It creeps up, just like when Noah, in the time of Noah, rain, right? The raindrops didn't just fall out the sky at one time and just made an instant. The raindrops crept up on you, like, you know. The ultimate is just accumulated into that great flood, man.
Yeah, this is on 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
So yeah, the great miseries are coming to you proud people, especially here in America. You know, in different parts of the earth, but mainly here in America, man. You know, y'all people in America lift up with great pride, man. And I can say to you so-called Negro Latino natives, you know, to the people of general America, Lord's gonna bring that proudness down, man. And gonna humble y'all, man, soon, man. Have y'all on your knees begging, just have a slice of bread or just a cup of water, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those things are coming, man. You know. Ain't gonna be no more, hey, I got this, being proud. No more Instagrams playing around on the internet. Lord can shut that down for him, man.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 18, it said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Because of their pride, man. Because Lord y'all about on the side, the thing that he hate pride, man. You're not dealing with pride at all, man. And that's what this place America embodies, but pride, you know what I'm saying, amongst these people, man. You know. And and the house is gonna be trouble. How the house is gonna be trouble? I can say nothing about onslaught troops kicking in your door. There's gonna be a lot of insurrection amongst the people, riots. You know what I'm saying? That's the house is gonna be troubled that way, man. You trying to defend yourself from different people, man, trying to survive out here. Those things are coming, man. And it's creeping up upon you so-called Negro, Latino, Native, you Israelites, and then you Americans and all in general, man. In different parts of the earth, but mainly I'm saying here in America, man.
Oh, and that's the point too. Let's show you that they're talking about America instead of cities.
Yeah,
the cities shall be troubled. And when you look at America, there's more cities in America than states. And where are you Americans known as? Citizens. So the scriptures got key buzzwords in it that when you extrapolate, you can't deny that it is on point, it's spot on. It's dealing with America, man. It's the most proudest place on the planet Earth. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
And I say modern day Egypt is America. You know what I'm saying? You look on the dollar, you got the pyramid and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So it's modern day Egypt, man. And the Lord gonna send on those plagues, which the Lord sent the plagues back in times of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? When the first the Exodus of the Israelites, he brought those plagues. He brought those like I said, the famine, the different diseases amongst the Pharaoh, and the blood of the Red Sea. All those things, man. All those things are coming to America. All coming again, man. Right. You know saying? So there's no new thing under the sun for the Most High, man. Everything.
That's good. Hey, excuse me, can I see the back of your shirt? Can I see the back of your shirt? That's bad, right? And can I say too, like when you go into ancient Egypt, when the Lord sent those plagues and it ate up the locusts, ate up the livestock, and that was a form of the Lord attacking their economy. Mm-hmm. When the cattle was eaten up and the locusts ate up all the green, that was the Lord attacking their economy, man. So just like I said, nothing new under the sun. The Lord is making another surgical strike. He's strategically moving on Esau, which Esau is synonymous with America, man. This is Esau's point. This is Esau's home. This is the Lord got his eyes on.
And I said it like, and what's going on now with the food crisis, the Lord, he keeps sending them storms over there in the Midwest, and it's killing the cows and so forth, man, messing up the crop. So all this just itching up to a food shortage and famine coming.
Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with the fearful constellation.
So that's what the Lord is saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Every judgment is coming to the proud people of America, man. About what, you know what I'm saying, about where storms specific. You know, the Lord sent it that way, but ultimately it's gonna be when he returns with the chariots, and then ultimately the nuclear missiles is gonna hit this place, man. The fire.
It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction.
It says, woe. It said, woe to the world. I mean, woe means destruction, man. So destruction is coming to the world, man, different parts of the earth, man. But like I say, mainly here in America, this is the main target the Lord wants to really bring his heavy judgment upon, man.
Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
So the sword and destruction draweth nigh, man. So that we in the times that going forward, we're in the times of war, man. You know, the Lord finna send that sword by first, like I say, the martial law troops like Esau coming through, and then like I say, and it's gonna be a build up to where the World War III. You know what I'm saying? What the nations, they're gonna fight against each other, but they're gonna turn and fight the Lord. You know, that's coming, man. Time of war. Give me that Ecclesiastes 3. So that's what time's coming in, because you people are just not unaware what's going on around you, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what's going on in the Midwest. U.S. and Iran. U.S. just sent I think 15,000 troops to Iran, man. So it's heating up, man. It's building up, and Lord, he's performing the word, but you know it's in this due time and season. But you gotta wait on it, man. It says wait, it shall not tarry, but it shall come. It's coming, man. You gotta keep the faith and keep pushing, brothers. I'm talking about to the brothers, but it's in the knowing the truth.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Jump down to verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war.
So it's time for everything. It's a time to love, it's a time to hate. So we're in the time of hate, man. We're not in time of love and to embrace and all that, man. Time of peace. You know what I'm saying? That these people in America, they like I said, they in peace, man, and safety right now. They seem like they feel like nothing can happen in America, nothing bad can come to America. But that's the Lord's gonna bring it, man. You know, this place has not been touched with nothing major, man. You know what I'm saying? That 9/11 shit, that was government bullshit set up. Compared to what the Lord gonna bring to America, it's gonna be horrific, man. So y'all people are unaware of what the Lord got prepared for.
Yeah, man, add on to what you're saying, huh? Yeah, basically what you're saying. It's beautiful that you said that, but the people are unaware, you know, because like you were saying, that really, America has never been touched by any major war, all right? Ever since World War I, World War II, America never got affected by any casualties during those previous wars, man. But this is going to be the war to where America is going to get nuked, man, completely destroyed and wiped off the face of the earth. All right.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And they say peace and safety, man. Like I say, you know, right now the people are in peace and safety right now, man. Fall like in America, man, because they think nothing's gonna happen. But it's a sudden destruction, man. It's gonna be an unaware thing to happen when you wake up. No food to eat. You know, you can't get no food. The month, well, I say this: the debit card might not work where you can't buy nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's them going over the EBT. They woke up, one day they woke up, they couldn't swipe their EBT. The Lord is going to bring those things to you people, man.
And at that moment, it was a humbling experience. You know what I mean? Lord know how to humble a nigga. Within a 10-second span, how long it took you to check that EBT card, your whole shit changed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened when you fat, man.
Yeah.
When you wasn't fat, you got all this and that in your possession, and then all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what to do, man. All right, and that's how the Lord always does. He always gives you certain things, and you go overboard with it. All right, and now we don't humble yourself. He's gonna take that away. You're gonna be in a pitiful case.
Yeah, you went from walking in the store a certain way. You had a certain step when you walked in the store. You thought you were gonna get it. Nah, man, you trying to come back and send your Adams.
Bad for the
Yeah, man, for the city. You're gonna sell the step. You had everything budgeted out for the weekend. You walked up in the store somewhere. You walked out humble in the motherfucker, man. Just like the Pastor Rumline was going into them. Hey, that was an eye-opening moment, man. All the people pouring out their spirit. Like, I went up in the store expecting to eat. I had to put everything back. Hey, that was beautiful, man. That was the house outside. You know, them the first steps on the road to the humbling of America, man. Right there, we got a chance to witness, you know.
Yeah, this Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a Holy Spirit before a fall. Oh yeah, because hey, that's what make America. It grooms you to be proud as hell, man. And that right there was the brick wall that you Americans, you niggas, ran into, man. Because the Lord, he humbled you when he shut that EBT down, man. You know.
Lord, like I say, he's finna bring it, man. Like I keep saying, he's gonna wake up one day and things gonna change, man. This comfortability, just like I say, you people in America is gonna change, man. Gonna turn to uncomfortability. You're gonna be scrambling around like roaches, man, trying to figure out how you're gonna survive, man. Those things are coming, man.
All right. You want to say about it,
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
In the house of wise, who's the wise? The men that got this truth, starting apostles and elders on down Great Millstone, man. The wise men, the wise house of wise men is the men of Great Millstone. They have the truth, understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? And the foolish ones in the house are the ones that just partying, messing around, and not unaware what the Lord's going to bring, not understand the ways of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Not understand that the Lord, he's balanced. He's not just all about love and peace. He's about hate, and he's a man of war as well. So the times we come into the times of war, and people are in house of foolishness, they're going to be taken by the things that the Lord's going to bring, the plagues and the destruction, man.
Right.
And can I say too, the house of mourning, the house of mirth is actually America. It's Babylon. And you know what proved that when you go into right before ancient Babylonians fell, they was bullshit. They was drinking, partying, in ancient Babylon. Before Medo-Persian, the Persians came up with that surgical strike and took them out.
And that's what the Lord got the belt, which is Russia, man. In preparing those missiles, man, in different countries as well. But I said Russia in general, but the belt, he's waking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then they say that too in Psalm the 64th chapter about how the Lord suddenly said, shoot at them with an arrow. Like suddenly, and that's what happened. Like in the ancient world, right, that's just like bullshit. An arrow is symbolic to a sniper, like a silencer. You don't even know it's coming. Suddenly, somebody in a damn tree with a bow and arrow and shoot that arrow at you. You ain't even hear the shot. You ain't even have time to duck. You ain't hear the shot. None of that. So that's what's gonna happen with America,
This Proverbs 11 and 14, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
So, there's no counsel, man. So, this place, America, don't embody nothing for like counsel how to deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just all in wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? Do what the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is against that, man. But the men of Grace Millstone telling our people first, these so-called Negro Latino natives, man, give you the counsel about what's to come, who you are, and come back to the law, statute, command of the Lord. Y'all don't want to listen to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just push the Lord away from it, man. And y'all want to stay in this wickedness of no counsel, man. Just do what you want to do. Do as thou will.
It's Ezekiel 2, verse 4. When they are imputed children, It's the authority hath do send thee unto them, and they shall say, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, and whether they will hear or whether they forbear, for they are rebellious house, yet shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
Done. Yeah, so when these things come to pass, you're gonna know that a prophet had been among you, man. We're gonna tell you for years and years, starting with the prophet on down. We're telling you years about Russia, about the missiles, about the chip. All those are coming now. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, it's pushing steady upon you people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it, like I say, it's conditioning the chip. And the chip is conditioning people for like, you know, different scans and stuff. So they condition you people to take that chip come, man. The mark of the beast.
Yeah.
This is coming, man. This is gonna be the new currency. And this is what the elites pushing. The vision there, so they're gonna crash that dollar, and this is gonna be the new currency, man. It's gonna be a way for you to get your food and all that, man. Information. All that's gonna be on that chip, man.
Yeah, because Esau gonna bag you into a wall. And we seen that, like, all it takes 48 hours for you people to bug out. You ain't ate in 48 hours, you ain't drunk nothing, and you just panic, you fall apart. So Esau gonna play on you with that. Esau gonna use that against you. That's why these EPT cards count, you know what I'm saying? Now don't let your bank account, you know, your bankers look at your online banking and everything shut down. People gonna lose it, man. And Esau gonna say, you know what, we got a solution. Come, you know, down here and get this chip, man.
Oh, this is Sirach, chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Done. Great precept up. And yeah, you know, you people, man, like I say, you start off with so-called Israelites in the nation, calling you out first. Y'all tearing to the Lord, man. You know, y'all just keep putting it off like, yeah, I'll come back to him later. I'll come back to the men of the Lord that teaching the truth. Well, you know, men out there in the highways about is teaching the word. You know, I'll come serve the Lord when I get ready. But it's gonna get a point where it's too late, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't those times going forward. It's gonna be too late. The Lord's gonna draw back his prophets soon, man. You know what I'm saying? And say, read it again.
This is Sirach chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
It says suddenly, you know, in your security, you shall be destroyed, man. Like back in Thessalonians, it says suddenly, the Lord's gonna bring destruction upon you, man. So that's what's coming, man. A sudden destruction. You're unaware, like, oh, damn, I'm about to die. So that's what's about to come, man. The Lord's gonna bring judgment upon you, man.
Can I say to that's the attribute of a great warrior. He catch you with your pants down.
Oh,
Yeah, surprise. The greater the warrior is, the less energy he has to exert. You know, he ain't finna be, you know, that's a sharp warrior. He ain't gotta go all getting his hands rolling over in the dirt with your ass. Strategize, plot, and put you to death, clean kill. You know? And I got some too real quick to add to that. It's Isaiah 30, and starting at verse 12, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Yep. Because God said you trust in oppression. And what's that oppression? The EPT card, man. That's a form of trusting in oppression. You trusting in Esau in the form of the EPT card. So much so, you see Jake, right? Jake had that proud look. They can know he's telling the truth. They're like, you know what, nigga, I got a bank account. Fuck what you saying? I got an EPT card, nigga. You trusting in oppression, man. So the Lord says, suddenly, you know, when you get off work, you go into the ATM. Oh shit, what's going on? Call them 1-800 numbers. The Lord, the most sound bad like that, man. Yep, go ahead.
I'm say this. I'm say you from Brent Precept. And I said, y'all so-called Negroes team there, y'all trusting their oppression. And the scripture said, don't trust not in thy enemy, man.
Yep,
Trust not thy enemy.
Yep,
and the enemy is the so-called white man. And y'all trusting the so-called white man, the Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites.
Y'all trusting that, man, and the least. Now, you know, they gave y'all the EBT card and all these things. They can take it away from you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't give a fuck about you so-called Sazaki's on word, but they don't give a damn about you so-called nigga Latino natives, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we telling you come back to your power, because boy, y'all about to shot. Y'all was shot cares about you so-called nigga Latino natives, man. But y'all want to hearken on to it. So Lord, he gonna leave you with the damn devil. You gonna be destroyed with it, man.
Yeah, because the Lord too, before you get that real quick, the Lord, when you people thought Esau changed, that was nothing more than the Lord just taking the belt off your ass for a minute. Esau is the rod of the Most High. The Lord gave you a chance to catch your breath, pull the rod off. You know what I'm saying? And now, he gave you that liberty to come back to him. But since you rejected it, the Lord gonna send that belt. You gonna unleash Esau back on you, man. Esau hates you. Esau licking his chop. This is a quote from one of the bankers. He said, we can't wait till the day we get our hand on the Christians, man. And the Christians, they talking about just the average person in the church. We're talking about these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the true lingo that describes Israel. That's one of the true words, Christians.
It's Ecclesiastes 9-12. Man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in the evil time, when it followeth suddenly upon them.
So like you say, you so-called nigga Latino natives and people in America get snared, man. Get snared in the Lord's trap, man. The Lord got you set up, man, to be taken. You know, taken by what the martial law truth to come, the plagues, the destruction of lost in the brain to the place, man. He got you snared up, caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? In this society. But only the men of the Lord, like I said, the men that elect are not caught up. We are aware, we are awoken to what the devil is about to bring, and we are aware of the men of the Lord, his name, and so forth, man. You know, but you people out there, man, y'all caught up in the snares of the Lord, man. Caught up in the ways of this illusion, man. You know what I'm saying? This illusion that the Lord got set up. It's all set up, man. It's all about the elect and the 2/3. Who the elect and who the 2/3. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come out. Elect gonna come out of this illusion. The 2/3 gonna stay in and get destroyed.
Right. And I say too, like, it's so that the Most High is the one who we fear. He's the one that's pulling the string. You know, it really shows you that when you read, I think, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I forget exactly what that when the Lord said, even then they think they're gonna be in good case.
Good case.
You got it right. Pull it out right quick. That shows you how the Most High is the one that it's the Lord that's the snare, man. Bishop said he's so good cheap. That's a person that's trying to set you up for the fall. You know, the Lord you know, see, they think they're in good case, but I got their ass. You got it? Oh, man.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right, and you know, just say these people, they're not mindful because they don't like the scriptures tell you a wise man knoweth when he's slipping. So these people they get a scourge, right? The scourge is like a whip. They get that whip from the Most High, lose that EBT card, but they ain't mindful. They don't know that it was your house outside. They just think it was a freak accident, just coincidence. Something wrong with there's a glitch in the system, right? So they not mindful of the scourge. When something happened to us, instantly we be like, oh shit, I went off. I did something wrong. All right, go ahead.
Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be good, so good cheap upon earth.
Right, and you know what? Because we often say, you know, like, that's going into 4 for 4 at Wendy's, which that's true. That's part of it. But really, this was good, cheap is going into, really, that ain't even your money. But you got that card, the EPT, that SNAP, that ain't your money. So really what you getting is for free. It's cheap. You getting it on somebody else's bill. They fitting your bill. All right, go ahead.
It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
That's a deviation. Oh, look, let me use my word. But that's a person that you don't want to fuck with. That's somebody in the cut, like, that getting good case, you know what I mean? I got him. He walking into that damn, you think he's going the right way, but he's about to fall off a cliff. You see that? Hey, that's how the Most High is, man. That's why you got to fear him. Hold that right quick. What you got?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they shall believe a lie.
And that's believing Esau. You know, doctrines and all stuff that they believe in as well, but it covers a lot of ground. That means you believe a liar. You believe the deceiver, Esau. You know? And they tell you that too in 2nd Ezra the 6th chapter, how deception shall be put out. Evil shall be quenched and deception shall be put out. That's talking about Esau. So yeah, go ahead back in there.
It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
You see that? So what? Oh, the key word there is grow. Because when something grow, it just don't run up on you. It creeps up on you. That's the spirit of Yahushua. And see, to know Yahushua, he gotta invite you to know him, man. You know, there's an old saying in the world, oh, that guy's an open book. Oh, he's an open book. Well, that's Yahushua. He's an open book to us. This book is open up because Yahushua is the book. Now, when you read certain scriptures, like when you read the book of Luke, you know, when Yahushua, after he was crucified, he was walking on the road. He was walking back to Jerusalem, I believe it was, and the two dudes met him. And he hid himself from them, meaning he disguised himself, man. So they didn't even know who Yahushua was. So that shows you that the Lord always deals with the element of surprise, man. He's trying to creep up on your sleeve. That's the sign of a straight up. Oh, hey, man, that's just a person that you got to be weary of, man. He needs to be feared. So here you got a person you're dealing with. You look up. Man, I don't remember the old movie Juice. Bishop was always the guy. You ain't invited these niggas. You at your locker, and here you go right down with the hood on his head with a strap. That's your outside, man. Yep. That was it on that? Yeah, you got it out.
All right, go back to 37. All right, this 2nd Ezra 16 to 37 said, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compares her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment."
So it's just like, you know, I said the plague it's not slack. When a woman is in she about to have that baby, man, you know, it's about to be delivered, man, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And her birth pains, you know, in birth pains, man, we coming to the time of trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of sorrow, man. Beginning of sorrow, death, you know, family, all this coming, man.
Sorrows, I think that's I think that's in Matthew 24. Yeah, Matthew 24. Yeah.
It's 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
So the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, and the promise to whom he promised to the men, man, the hopeful elect, the men that, you know, sigh crying to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, day in and day out, to burn this place down, man, to bring these wicked people down, man. And so Lord, you know, he's not slack. He's gonna bring those things, man, soon, man, those plagues and destruction, man, that man, the Lord is crying sign, you know, to bring upon this place America, man. Until you hard-headed Negro like Tina Nathan, like 2/3, man, you wicked Israelites, man. And to the goddamn devil as well, damn Edomites, man, well, man, you know. So the Lord is not slack concerning the promise, man. And soon he's about to bring it, man. And man, the Lord, each day, man, things are happening. Things are going on. It's going on. War going on. Talks of war, you know. Like I said, Trump saying those troops. The disease is going on. The crops, the food, you know, it's going to be a shortage coming soon, man. So those things are happening. Lord, you just got to be stand upon your watch and, you know, stay watching. Because things are happening. Because if you don't stay to watch, you fall asleep, you don't get taken.
Yeah, let me add, and that's why the scriptures say, you never know when the Lord come at the 3rd watch, 4th watch. And then when he catch you unawares, you know, he's going to cast you out of darkness, man. I'm paraphrasing. All right? So that's why, like the going to, man, it's always good to keep watching, man. Like, keep watching. That's why Paul said, I've been bringing out through string of live stream, man, saying to keep watching. You know? because it's happening, man. You know, that pot is boiling over, man. And we see it, but like the August Warrington at the beginning, is that these people don't see it, man. Right? Even though it's right there in front of them, but they still can't see it because the Lord put that spirit of slumber on them, man.
Now, like I say, brothers is in this truth. Hey, brothers, hey, we catching hell. But hey, but that catching hell is more of a test of your faith to keep going and do the work. No matter what you're going to do, keep putting up videos, keep your candle staying lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Being your brother. You know what I'm saying? Checking on brothers, and so forth, man. Staying upon your watch, know what's going on around you, man. Because if you be unaware of what's going on, be unaware and not doing what you got to do, doing your work, doing your part, you're gonna get taken out by the Lord.
This Proverbs 8:34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my door.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, blessed is that man daily, man, daily, each day. You know what I'm saying? Just doing do what they got to do. Studying, reading, putting up videos, fellowship, whatever it may be. Just stay in it, man. To stay in the faith. You know what I'm saying? And not be disenchanted. Because once you get disenchanted, that's it for you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, if you have mercy somewhat, Lord can have mercy on, but if you get disenchanted from this, from the brotherhood, from this truth, you gonna be part of that 2/3 You gonna part of the if you fold, you let the pressure of this society get to you. You know what I'm saying? It's all a test of the Lord. As I say, go for brothers, me myself, it's all a test. It's about just getting through it. By keeping your faith, pray to the Lord that you're doing, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Get through these troubles, man. It ain't easy, but you gotta get through it. You gotta get through it. You gotta have wisdom. You gotta pray for wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pray for the Lord, give you wisdom to get through these trying times.
Matthew 24, starting at verse 42. That was good. There you go. You bring it out there.
So Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh.
Oh, can I say too? That shows you, there you go again, the element of surprise. The house side, man. He's looking to catch you off your square, man. Like you got your broad at the house and you tell her I'll be there in 20 minutes, but really you coming in 5. Trying to catch it going off, man. So that's the Lord. You don't know where watch the Lord does. All right? Yep.
Verse 45, it says, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make a ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him.
Yep. Hey, and there go that seller. Lord gonna come when you looking not for him, man. And that's the sign of a strategic warrior, a warrior that uses strategy, man. Because a part of being a good warrior is wisdom. You just can't, you can be all brute, you can have, all this drive, but if you ain't got wisdom, foresight, you're gonna get taken out. And you gotta have a strategy, man. So that what makes the Lord. That's why when you read Ecclesiastes, I think Ecclesiastes, the 9th chapter, we're talking about the poor man that saved the city, the poor wise man that saved the city. He saved the city on wisdom, man. He ain't have no skills really for, comeback skills and hand-to-hand comeback. He said, you found it? Yeah. So it's a part of being a great warrior. You can overthrow somebody with wisdom, man. Somebody can have a big, strong military, all that, But if you wiser than them, you can set them up, put them in a snap.
Yeah. This is Ecclesiastes 9, starting verse 13. It says, this wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it was seen great unto me. there was a little city and few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found
Right,
in it.
so you had a great king that come and set up bulwarks against it, meaning he set up his military against it to attack it, man. He was a great king, meaning he had power. All right, go ahead.
Said, now there was found in it a poor wise man,
Meaning he had no military might, you know. Go ahead.
and he by his wisdom delivered the city.
See, he by his wisdom delivered the city. So you consider the great warrior by your wisdom. A good, the best example of that really is King David. Because what made King David wise? He trusted in Yahweh, man. That what made him wise right there. He said, man, who the hell is this? Uncircumcised giant, man. He didn't even think twice. Went out there, got them stars, and just by trusting in the Lord, that's how simple it is, man. That makes you wise right there. So you're a great warrior. We the biggest threat to Esau because we have wisdom, man. See? So that's why that was it on that. You can go back out to what you was at. Yep. Was you out of Matthew?
Yeah, man.
Right, because it says, who is this faithful and wise servant, man? You know?
Back in verse 50, it says, the Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
God. So Lord, that's what he's gonna bring in that weeping and gnashing of teeth. They're going to the destruction of the nuclear missile. The Lord gonna send that fire, man. They're gonna be the weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. A lot of the death will be upon him.
Exodus 16, start at verse 38 again. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
So that's, like I say, that's the times we are heading to, man. A whole bunch of sorrow, man, gonna be on every side. You know what I'm saying? On the four corners of the earth, man, gonna feel it, man. Because the closer the Lord gets, man, the more things gonna amp up, the stress, chaos, and this whole bunch of anarchy gonna be out here in this world, man. Mainly, I say, mainly America is coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Before the return of the Lord, man. You know, and once the Lord returns, He bringing that ultimate disaster and destruction, man.
Okay, this Revelations 18, I'm starting at verse 8. Therefore shall plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
Done. It said in one day, plague. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I say sorrow, the death is coming upon this place, America, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna take long for the Lord to strategize, which He's doing it now, to catch your people unaware on different sides of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Money, everything, man. The stress that you're gonna lose, man, in one day, man. The plague, diseases. You know what I'm saying? People will be catching out here, dying from passing out, falling out. Dead bodies will be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just hell upon this place, man. Lord finna bring it, man. It's gonna be a time since the nation of Jacob's trouble. We name names.
But if I may also add on to what you're saying, that really how you know what a good warrior and a tactician is that you cut off their necessities, man. So with these people, man, he's cutting off all the resources, the water, food, everything that you can think of, man. All right, and then he's gonna catch him at his weakest, and that's how the Lord's gonna get you. Like I was going to earlier, man. Basically he's a great tactician, and he's a man of war, man. All right. So at that point in time, the mark of a great warrior is when you catch him at the weakest. You don't have to put out that much energy to get rid of him, man. All right. So that's when that time to come. The Lord's gonna come back in great power, man. You know, man. You know what's heavy about it? He's gonna come back in chariots. Come on, man. And so far you have over, man. All right. That's when Esau's gonna be at his weakest, man. All right. So he's gonna come back in a glorious fashion. wear the chariots, and he's going to be absolutely nothing that you can do, man. All right? But going to what the Oscar was speaking about earlier, right? Because the Lord really has dominion over everything that you see, right? Now, this is an account when David was going against Goliath, right? This is 1 Samuel chapter 17, and I'm gonna skip around. It's at verse 45. It said, "Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with the sword and with the spear and with the shield. But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Lord of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied." Let's get down to verse 47. It says, "And all this assembly shall know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua saveth not with sword and spear, but the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands."
Say the battle is of the Lord, man. You saying the Lord said, "Wait upon me, so I'll rise to pray." You know what I'm saying? And David said, "It's the power of Yahweh Shah that I serve that's gonna bring Goliath down, man." You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you people are unaware, what's going on around you, man. But all like I said, the war, what's going on in the war in the Middle East, the food crops, the crops, the cattle, all this stuff being destroyed in the Midwest. Gonna be a food shortage coming to America soon. The Lord is strategically planning on that. So y'all people unaware what's about to come, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's not gonna be like this forever, man. And this place is temple, man.
Right.
You so-called Negro Latino nutties, y'all just so relaxed and comfortable in the society, but the Lord for bring that uncomfortability to them. I said again, with that snap, with that food, that right there, that example right there. You woke up and said, "Oh shit, I can't swipe like this." And that's what the Lord's gonna bring, man. One day you gonna wake up, all shit gonna be gone.
Yeah,
man.
which is it's already really happened. Like if you know somebody who got snapped, and you know this motherfucker in Alabama on that too. Down here too. Oh, what you Amos the 5th chapter? Okay, while you in there, give me Amos 5 and 16 real quick. I think that's it. Get Amos 5 and 16.
It's Amos chapter 5, verse 16. "Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, Wailing shall be in the streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing."
Yeah, and that's talking about who they talking about? You women, man. Because you skillful in lamentation. A woman knows when the right time to bust out the crying, man. But the Lord said they're going to call the husbandman, and really when you go into the word husbandman, that's going into the farmers. That's why bringing up like agriculture, the farmer. Because when you go into the research of the farmers, they finished, man. The earth ain't producing for them, so that's what that scripture's going into. Read that one more time up.
It says, "Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, saith thus, Wailing shall be in all the streets, and they shall say in all the
And the
highways."
wailing have started. On the coming board, that's complaining and whining, talking about your damn snap card. It started off subtly like that. We're gonna gradually, like you said, we opened up the Lord, you're gonna gradually. You're gonna hear niggas dwelling 3rd Avenue.
That's like Third Avenue.
Yeah, you clean too. You're gonna be wailing. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "And they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning."
Yep, call the husband to mourning. And again, that word husband actually going into farming, man. Farmer. Go ahead.
"And such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing."
Right. Those skillful in lamentation to wailing, man. So that's dealing with our women. These women, they skillful at mourning. Go ahead.
It says, "And in all the vineyard shall be wailing."
The vineyard, that's going into produce. That's going into producing your food, the food production, man. Hey, that's happening right now. It's wailing in those vineyards, man. They spraying all that pesticide. It's been that way. Because when you go into Genesis, the 4th chapter, the Lord foretold that fate that was going to fall upon Esau. That the earth was not going to yield forth to this guy. You know?
It says, "And all the vineyard shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith the Lord."
Yeah, the Lord passing through you, man. That's that death angel that passed through Egypt. You know? So yeah. Now, did you have something else?
Yeah.
Was there more on that?
Another.
Okay. I had some of the Amos 6.
Yeah, Amos 6. Yeah. It's Amos chapter 6, verse 1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion. Right?
Beautiful.
Verse 1 again. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion.
Yeah.
And trust in the mountain of Samaria.
Woo! Hey, man. They carrying on the legacy of Esau, man. You know what I mean? Esau be walking the dog. That's a form of pastime. That's one of the ultimate forms of being relaxed. That is, take the dog for a walk in the park. Oh, a walk in the park.
Yeah, damn.
That's what we got behind us, the park. You know? That's what Jake doing, taking the dog on a walk in the park, man. When they go check their snap card, they probably ain't got the news, and they probably was waiting. So we're gonna wait till the morning. They probably got their check, they're like, that's probably the luxury part. Just wait till tomorrow, baby. Get to the car, man. Oh shit, the snap. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
Which are named chief.
Hey, and that's the thing, man. We looking for the bad news. See, that's a stumbling block to the majority of the people. They want to know why we so excited about all hell breaking loose in America. We want to see this place go down the drain. Because what's the first thought? You know, people, they have that gotcha question. Like, I got you. This the gotcha question with them. They'll sit back, they think they done analyze it, they'll say, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when all hell break loose? Ain't you in America? What you gonna do when the missiles come? And we're gonna trust in your how about you outside, man. We're gonna give you a simple answer. Yeah, go ahead.
Precept back, piggyback what you're saying. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Make up a wise man mad, man. Because we got feelings. Everybody else dead. You know, what I'm looking for, like all the rest of the people, right? They numb to the pain. It's like we under the knife without the anesthesia. We alive. All the rest of the people dead. You zombies. So when Esau hit you over the head, you just keep trucking. You know what I mean? But every time Esau hit us, man, we cry out. We can feel it. We alive. See? Yeah, you feel the feeling. We're alive. Yeah, go ahead.
And that's that piggyback what you're saying, man. Yeah, just to further expound upon that bitterness, man.
Yeah.
Because Jake, you know, they rather not even take in, you know, basically taking the bitterness of America. They don't realize the state that they're in right now, man. All right, they rather take in the sweet parts, man. All right, saying that, you know, like I was going to, man. Look, you know, I got a nice car, you know, this and that. You know, that's that sweet. You taking in that sweet for bitter, man. All right, and that bitter for sweet, man. So basically, you're basically taking on the ways of America, because when you go into the word America, it actually means bitter, man. All right. So when you go into the workings of America, into the lifestyle of being an American, you really get into bitterness, man. All right. And I brought that precept out earlier, man. Is that our people trust in oppression, man. All right. They trust in that bitterness. All right. Meanwhile, man, the Lord, the wise men of Israel, we recognize the bitterness, man, and we're taking it, man. We're taking it like men, man. All right. And really, man, when you take on that bitterness, man, it basically pushes you to call for Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Because when you get away from it, you basically you put in the state of being comfortable, man. So when you being comfortable, when Jake is known for that, man. Jake is known for that because when they get being in a comfortable state, they forget about Yahweh Shem Shah, man. But when you actually take in that bitter, man, you be crying out to Yahweh Shem Shah each and every single day, man. Right? All right. So that's why, you know, like I just read earlier, Ecclesiastes 7th chapter, man, says surely oppression making a wise man mad, man. All right, because you got to be wise so you can recognize oppression when you see it, man. All right.
Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
That's right, man. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, man. All right. Basically, you're taking things that are oppressing you, oppressing our people, the nation of Israel, and you calling that good, man. All right. Basically, you cheer on wickedness, man. You cheer on folly. Things that destroy our people, you cheer that on, man. But yet, when you run into men like us, bringing out the scriptures, telling you what's happening and where you're going off at, you look at that as evil, man. All right, because Jake don't like taking correction, man. They don't like to be put under a certain rule, man. All right, yeah, that's right. They don't like to be restricted, man. All right, and that's why Israel always stay going off, man. All right, because they don't like restrictions, man. Especially 2/3 of our people, man. All right.
It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Right, man. Darkness for light and light for darkness, man. All right. So basically, they're taking things that are of darkness, a deep darkness, and putting it as light, man. All right. Case in point, modern day Christianity, man. That's a form of darkness, man. All right. And the uplifting of the woman, man. Be having the woman above the man, that's darkness, man. They uplift that, man. All right. Also, as well, transgenderism, homosexuality, man. All right. All these things they uplift that. That's a part of darkness, man. All right. So they rather take the darkness and make it light, man. All right. You know, let bygones be bygones. Everybody's the same people. They're buying into what Esau's cooking up, man. Basically, Esau is into that everybody being one, that whole New World Order agenda, man. Everything coming into one being, man. One state. All right.
Going back to Tower of Babel.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Yep. And Jake is part of that, man. Jake, you actually participate in the building up of Babel right now. Babylon, man. All right? Which Babylon goes to, where Babylon goes to the evil. Right? You guys taking part of that, man. And guess what happened? The Lord confused their languages during that time, man. All right? So guess what? The Lord once again is going to bring that great confusion upon you people, man. All right? The distress of nations, all these plagues, it's gonna come in the form of famine, death, and destruction, like the scriptures say, man. Right?
It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's right, man. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. All right? In other words, you're taking the bitter, all right, the bitterness of America, and you're making it sweet, man. All right? You say you shrug off what happened to our people during the transatlantic slave trade, and you put that behind your back. You making this place your bed, man. You making this your home state, all right? Not knowing that this is bitter to our people, man, all right? Because this place, first and foremost, it wasn't built for our people to be comfortable here, man. We didn't come here on cruise ships, man, all right? We came here a compact in our cargo slave ships, man, all right? Because niggas are quick to forget about that, man. You quick to forget about the history, how you came over here, and you was made to serve. All right, made to serve on the plantation, man, on the plantation fields, man. Working for Esau, man. All right, with no pay, free labor, man. All right. But again, you take bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. So this is the sweet part, man. Knowing that you're of a great people, man. But you take that as bitterness. You'd rather be a 5%er, a Muslim, all right, and everything else you can think of. You'd rather be an Egyptian than coming back into your true nationality, man. All right, this is the sweet part that you're looking for, man. This is the rest that you're looking for, man. All right, you're not gonna find your rest here in America, being an American. All right, being an Egyptian, being a 5%er, being a Muslim. You're not gonna find rest in any of those things, man. This is the only rest that you're gonna be able to find. That's
It's Isaiah 22, and I start at verse 17. It says, behold, the Lord will carry thee away with a mighty captivity, and will surely cover thee. He will surely violently turn and toss thee like a ball into a large country. There shalt thou die, and there the chariot of thy glory shall be the shame of the Lord's house.
Man, see, and once again, you didn't come here in a state of being comfortable, man. All right, you would toss, like the scriptures say, you would toss back and forth like a ball, man. All right, you know, you got Jake. We were brought here on cargo slave ships, man, throwing up on each other, defecating on each other, man. All right, that wasn't a comfortable ride, man. All right, and then on top of that, Esau is on those ships, man. They were pressing you while you was even on there, man. All right,
On the ship, nibbling on your shit.
Yeah.
And can I say too, you can Google it. It's called tight packing, man. That's what they coined it, tight packing. You know, as if you was just some cargo, which you was cargo. You know, but like if you take something and you taking a certain material or whatever, resource, you just fold it all up in the box and just throw it up. That's how they weren't looking at it like, hey, we need to give them some elbow room. They just that scripture said it, it's like a ball. You take a ball, like a ball of yarn, you know, just roll it together, man. That's what happened to you. That's how you got over there. But then now you fast forward, you got a simple Negro, somebody mom I made. know, how far you been removed from reality, man.
Yeah, from what you're saying, they still look at you as 3/5 of a man.
That's right.
So that's why, hey, going back to what you're saying, they type pack you like Congo, man. All right, because they look at you as less of a man. All right, and they still look at you this very day, man. All right.
This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Right, arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest, man. All right, America was never meant to be your rest, man. All right, our rest is when Yahushua is going to return and bring us back to our homeland, man. That's when you're really going to rest, man. All right, because resting here is not having a 9 to 5, working a 9 to 5, 5 days, 6 days out of a week, man. Nearly working the whole week, man. 7 days out of a week. All right, and still you got to continue to work just to make ends meet, man. That's not rest, man. All right. You know, resting, man, that's not resting. You having to get up and expecting, you know, especially now, man, you know, we already got Jake that's looking forward to Memorial Day, because, you know, that's a day off of work, right? But guess what? When that day is over, you got to go right back to the plantation.
And that's a part of the deception of Esau. That one frame of a moment, you feel like it's all, you got everything figured out. Damn, I'm home. The next day, like, damn, you got me, man. You got me. That's a got you. That's a joke, man. That's why the scriptures say that, man. Evil shall be put out and deception shall be quenched. You know?
Yeah, this is on Haggai 1:5. So now therefore thus says the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Right? You put in overtime at work, man. You put in extra hours just to get more money, just to pay your bills, man. Just to pay off your car notes. All right, you pay your utility bill, man. So you put in all these extra hours at work, and you put in extra work just to even make it through the end of the week, man. All right, just to make it at the end of the month. Okay, but you bring in little, man. Why? Because Esau constantly, first and foremost, tax you. All right, and in other words, they even did a research on this, that the cost of living just keeps going up, man. All right, so that's why that equals more and more people, you know, that doesn't have a home, man. All right, and it costs you an arm and a leg just to even get a spot of your own, man. All right, if you got on top of that, bills on top of bills on top of bills, man. So you sow much, you bring in little, man. And guess what? When you put that money in your pocket, it goes right back into the hands of Esau.
Right. It says, you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but ye have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Oh, hey, that's going to the food, man. Like I say, you eat much, but you're not full, man. All right. The reason why, because now you eating GMOs, man. All right. Now you eating the food that's defiled, and the Lord said it was going to happen, man. The Lord said that He's going to eat your food defiled among the Gentiles, man. All right. And that's what happened, man. So now when you eat, man, and that's why. And even now, man, you never heard of this term before back in the ancient world, man. Now you got something called empty calories. When have you ever heard of empty calories back in the ancient world, man? All right, or even before, even afterwards, man. When America was first being established, you know, when you ever heard of empty calories, man? Now that's a new term that came out. It's called empty calories. So you eat something, you're not even full, man. You don't even give you the proper nutrients that you need, man. All right. So that's why I said, look, you eat, but you're not full. You drink, but you're not filled, man. You're still thirsty, man. All right.
It says, ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
You can say you clothe you, but there's none warm, man. All right. So in other words, that when you go into the clothes, right, that really is going to the doctrine, man. That's it. The garments, man. All right. You clothe you, but you have none warm, man. Because guess what? All your other doctrines that you get into is full of holes, man. All right. That's right. It's mocky. All right. Like the scriptures say, man. It's deteriorated, so it's not going to keep you warm, man.
They cover with a covering. And then the Lord said, I cover to the badger skin, man. So really the Lord cover us with something that's impeccable. Like you can't penetrate. Right? All these other garments, is a hole, like I said, holes in them. We can penetrate your doctrine. You can come up with anything, there's holes in it. And we persistent. We get to asking you dates and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? That's the spirit of the Lord. Yep.
He said, ye
Give
clothe
me
you.
this, you know what I mean?
God.
Give me this date. Give me the. We get to the bottom, you know what I mean? We get to the bottom of things. But that's the spirit of the Lord. It ain't us. Why? Because we got that impeccable garment, you know, that shining, all bright white. Something that's all white, that should have hurt your eye. But like you really look at something that's all white, that should have, you can feel the nerves in your eyes. It do something to your eyes, man.
It says, it's continuing on, it says, ye clothe you, but there is none worn, and he that earneth wages to put into a bag filled with holes.
That's right, and that's the point. So you earn wages to put in a bag full of holes, man. All right? So in other words, no matter how much you do, man, at the end of the day, there's nothing going to escape that bill at the end of the month, man. Because bill, hey, guess what? And that's a saying. The Apostle of the Bible brought this out before. Bills don't take holidays, man. All right? It's always going to be right there waiting on you, man, no matter what. Even if you get your income tax, bills right there waiting on you, man. You give it right back to your slave master, man. All right? Yeah, that's it, man. You still holding that up? Yeah. That's, there's no more in that. No. Go
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1 in verse 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates, in the city. She uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
That's right, man. So how long you simple when you love simplicity, man? All right. It says, in the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So this is what you're seeing right now. This is where you come to get wisdom, man. All right. To know how to maneuver through Babylon, man. Okay. Because that's the mark, man. All right. Basically, we give you the light to find your way around, man. All right. And we give you all your necessities, which you need in order to make it through, man. All right. But like I just read, man, it says the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge, man. All right. And this what you hear right now, this is knowledge, man. Knowledge is to know what's going on around, man. All right. So as we let you know what's happening around the world, even though our people not even paying attention to the news, but yet you got brothers, prophets that's bringing out what's going on in the news media, man. All right. And there's videos on top of videos showing you what's going on, man. All right. I guess like I just read, it says scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge, man. All right.
Yeah, continuing on. 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
That's right. And the Lord right now is pouring out His Spirit towards you right now, man. All right. Basically, he's extending, all right, His invitation to you, Jake, man. All right. He's extending that invitation to the wedding, man. All right. And right now, he's preparing the wedding ceremony, man. All right. And that wedding ceremony is the marriage between the nation of Israel and the Lord, man. All right. For them coming back into union, man. Coming back to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. So right now the Lord's preparing that marriage right now, man. All right. So that's the Lord pouring out His Spirit towards you, extending His invitation. All right. And He's making His known His words unto you, man. That's why He got prophets out right now, is breaking these things down to you right now, man. All right. Letting you know what this mean, what that mean, what's it mean by the mark of the beast, martial law, the plagues we're going into. All right. So we'll let you know all these things of what's going on. All right. And let you know what those plagues actually are. All right. But like the scriptures say, man, they're not taking heed, man. All right.
In verse 24, because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Right. So He stretched out His hand and no man regarded, man. All right. And there's also a form of stretch. The Lord stretching out His hand toward Jacob, man. All right. So He's stretching out His hand toward Jacob and telling him to come back. But he's basically smacking the hand away, man. All right. He basically telling the Most High, the power that made them, that they don't want to have anything to do with him, man. All right. That's why I already earlier that our people basically take darkness for light and light for darkness, man. So you take the extension of Yahweh Bashim Shai, him extending his hand towards you as something that's evil, something that's darkness, man. All right? But yeah, but when Esau extended his hand over to you, you ready to reach out to him, man. All right? When the so-called white man extended his hand and said, look, I got this for you, I got that for you. You know, you come fellowship with me, you know, you can be my companion and this and that. I give you this and that, you know. And that's what you do, man. So when Esau, the so-called white man, extended his hand out to you, you're more than happy to go along with him, man. All right? But when the Lord extends out his hand to you, man, you like, you don't want anything to do with him, man. All right? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 7. But the house of Israel would not hearken unto thee, they would not hearken unto me, but all the house of Israel are imputed and hard-hearted.
That's right, man. So it said, look, the nation of Israel is not going to listen to us because they're not listening to Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right? And we say this over and over and over again, man, is that it's not us that's doing this, man. All right? The Lord has chosen us as his vessels to bring out his word, man. All right? So really, when you come up against the man of the Lord, you really know you're coming up against the Lord himself, man. All right? Because, hey, and guess what happened, man? I'll give you an example, right? It's always an occurrence. So what happened with David's men when they came back, they had half the beard shaven off, all right, and their garments ripped up. What do you think David was going to do? He said he's going to go in and smite them, man. All right? Because those were just messages, all right? And they had to have their beards cut off and garments ripped out all the way down to the buttocks, all right? He said, and he basically, that means war, man, all right? So how much more the Lord, man? How much more the Most High, man? At the very top of the ladder, all right? He's gonna come in with extreme force, man.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 1 and 26. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter.
Right.
Verse 27.
Yeah, and actually, it's like this going with the author's reading, man. It said their hands swift for bloodshed, man. In other words, they love against a mischief, man. All right, and that's a common thing with Israel, man. Wherever mischief is, they're right in the mix of it, man. All right, yeah, that's also here going to Esau, man. They're right in line with each other, man. All right, because Esau, he does the same thing, man. Whenever there's mischief and chaos, he's right there, right in the middle of it, man. That's why I don't want to use an example, but you can just imagine it as a mosh pit. And Esau right in the middle of it, man. Chaotic throwing. I'm telling you, man. Esau be right there in the middle of it, man. And Jacob falling right behind him, man.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah, this is verse 27. They have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own sin.
Right. You haven't forsaken the Lord, but you forsook your own self, man. Right. All right. Hey, it also says in the scriptures where Robert paraphrase it says, them that hate me love death. All right? Because you're doing this to yourself, man. All right? You know, basically you brought on your own calamity upon your own head, man. All right? And that's also another common thing in the law, man. All right? Whenever they say the law, you know, basically when things happen, when there's abominations that take place, all right? He said, look, you brought this upon your own head, man. So your blood is upon you, man. All right? So, hey, actually, you know, hold there. Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. You can start from the top.
This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he sealed the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
That's right. So the Lord has set up his watchmen to look out for the sword, man, and to warn the people. Okay? So the Lord is the one that calls certain individuals of the nation of Israel out to basically warn you, man. All right? So that's why I said if the Lord is going to take a man of their coast, all right? Not somebody that's an Edomite, man, or a Moabite, and take them to be their watchman. All right? He's going to take somebody out of our own coast, out of the nation of Israel, to be your watchman, man. All right? And he said when you see the sword come, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. All right? And that's what we're doing, man. We're telling you that these players are about to come on the soils of America, man. That the mark of the beast is going to be instilled here, man. That martial law is going to be going running rampant up and down the street, the martial law troops are going to be running you down, man. All right? That great calamities are coming, man. The famine, all right? A lack of bread, man. All right? And your dollar system is going to crash, man. Well, we just went into this situation with SNAP, all right? So that's not too far away from the dollar, man. All right? Because your dollar really, y'all really trust in the dollar, man. Like they say in the world, the almighty dollar. You Jake trust in that, man. All right? And that's all coming to a crash.
All right, that make a point too. Lord said, when I bring this forth, so it's all, Yahweh Shemel Shah is the one that's taking full responsibility for the destruction. So there's Ezekiel 33, and in verse 4, it says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
That's right, man. So, hey, there it is, man. Say the blood shall be upon him, man. So, like the author just read earlier, by the scripture where it says, look, if you don't listen to Yahweh about Shemel Shah, then basically you're doing yourself harm, man. All right? You're doing yourself a disservice, man, by not taking heed to the words of Yahweh about Shemel Shah. So, it's not him that you're forsaking your own self, man. All right? So, you leading your own self to destruction. All right? Basically, hey, once again, say all them that hate the Most High love death, man. All right, so you rather choose death over life, man. All right, that's also in the scriptures as well, man. It said, look, before you have to sit life and death, man. All right, and Jacob's willingly choosing death, man. And really, death come in the form of Esau, man. All right, because death, the modern day, the person that is harboring death right now is Esau, man, so-called white man. Okay. No, that's it.
Matthew 11, verse 16, but whereunto shall I liken unto this generation? It is like children sitting in the markets and calling to their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced, and we have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
That's right, man. So the Lord is now likening the generation unto children sitting in the markets, man. All right, and we're in this generation right now, man. All right. So this generation right now, you seeing these children that sitting in the markets calling out to their fellows, man. All right, telling and saying that if we piped unto you, you have not danced, man. All right, more unto you, you're not lamented, man. So when we tell you about your nationality, we just pull a piping unto you that your Lord looks like you and he's coming back to deliver you. All right, if you're not with that, then guess what? We're just gonna mourn to you, man. We're gonna tell you, look, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna be taken out by all these plagues. Hey, and we're just gonna tell you, look, go read Jeremiah the 15th chapter. All right. If you won't hearken to the good news, the gospel, right? That's towards our people. And guess what? You just read Jeremiah the 15th chapter and let one of those comfort you, man. All right.
And that's going, may I ask, that's going into us being the watchmen, all right, blowing this trumpet, all right? We keep doing this daily, and like the Ox said earlier, you know, we got to have that oil in our lamp, which Yahweh Shah gave to us, okay? And we got to keep that lit. We got to stay on fire. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Right, it said, thou shalt be merry and have abundance, man. All right, so it said, while others are losing their minds over what's happening, but you're gonna be all good in that day, man. You're gonna be stable, man. All right, actually, you're not holding anything up. Let's grab Isaiah 33 chapter, and then also as well grab Isaiah. Another scripture in Isaiah where it says, "You shall be."
Isaiah 65,
Yeah, God.
12, something like that.
Said you should be hungry, but my servant shall be satisfied.
Yeah, there's Isaiah 33 in verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
Right, man. So it said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. All right, and strength and strengthen your salvation, man. Okay. So wisdom and knowledge is going to be your stability, all right, to keep the mind stable in that day, to not bug out, man. Like I just read, man. That's why you're in a good spot. Like, you're basically happy, you're rejoicing. The others gonna be on the other side, weeping, man. And you know what? That's but just to bring out an example, right? Look at what happened in Egypt, man. You had Israel that was already covered with blood. They had to put the blood of the lamb on the doorpost, right? While that death angel went to sweep from Egypt, right? All right. So guess what? That same thing is going to happen again, man. All right. It's going to be that same scenario. All right. You're going to have the ones on this side that's going to be rejoicing, man. All right. We're going to be in a stable mind. Well, other people are losing it, man. All right, they're gonna be taken out in the streets. They're gonna be hungry. They're gonna lose it, man. All right, they're gonna lose their minds and go completely nuts, man. All right, while the men of the Lord, the men that trusted in Yahweh Shemel is gonna be taken care of, man. All right.
Revelation 12:12 said, "Rejoice, ye heavens."
Yep,
You know what I mean? So out here, breakthrough, we're gonna be tested. There's gonna be certain time where the Lord is gonna bring a lot of certain things. We're gonna be rejoicing.
Isaiah 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord and forgotten my holy mountain.
Right. So you are they that forsake the Lord, man, forgotten His holy mountain, man. All right. So you forgotten about your nationality, and we're trying to tell you about your nationality. We're trying to tell you about your heritage. All right. But you haven't been mindful of that, man. All right. In other words, another way of being mindful is to consider, man. All right. Because when you don't consider, well, maybe this is your nationality, you don't take into consideration, man. Right? You haven't been mindful of your calling, man. You haven't been mindful of the mountain of the Lord, man. All right. It was the mountain that the Lord chose, talking about Israel, man. All right.
Kind of continuing on that verse 11, it says that prepare a table for that truth and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all be slacken. Therefore will I number unto you at the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I have called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, and did evil before mine eyes, and did choose therein I delight not.
That's right, man. So it said, look, when that calamity comes and that sword comes, you're all going to bow down to the slaughter, man. All right? So when you're faced with going to the concentration camp during the time of martial law, all right, you're going to have to face that guillotine, man. All right? So you literally going to have to bow down to the slaughter, man. All right? When you put your head into that guillotine, you bowing your head, man. All right? And then at that time, they're going to basically go through with your execution, man. All right? So look, he said you all going to bow down to the slaughter. Why? Because when the Lord called, you didn't answer, man. All right? And when he stretched out his hand, you didn't even regard that, man. All right? Because this is the call right now, man. Like I just read earlier that we're sitting in the markets calling to our fellows, man. Because really that's the Lord that's calling out to you, man. All right? But he said, look, because he called and you refused, man. All right? So that's the reason why the Lord is going to allow 2/3 of our people to bow down to the slaughter, man. All right? Because here it is, man. You got the Lord is calling out to you, man. All right? And here it is, man, to this very day. And the Lord's going to get to a point to where he's going to say, look, man, I've done enough calling out to these people, man. I'm just going to go ahead and bring the sword, man.
It's Isaiah chapter 65. We start at verse 12. Isaiah 65, verse 12. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, you shall all bow. Start at 11. It's Isaiah chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Verse 12.
That's right. And, hey, the Spirit brought that back out, and the Ark just got through. That's good. Yeah, see? And that's let you know, man, the Lord's getting ready to do something heavy to 2/3 of you, man.
Hey, can I say too? Like, Lord want that vibration to go out.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Lord want that. Because it's been spoken, you know? It's been spoken now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because hey, this word been going out for years, man, on top of years, man. All right. So guess what? It's gonna come a point in time where the scripture's gonna take action, man. All right. In other words, the Lord is gonna do enough speaking. He's gonna basically take action on what He said, man. All right.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 12. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil for my eyes, and did choose that which I delighted not.
That's right, man. You did evil before the eyes of the Lord, man. Chose that which He delighted not, man. All right. Basically, going back into that same scripture, man, that I read earlier concerning our people taking bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. So they choose the things that the Lord is displeased in, and they basically take action on that. All right, and they find joy in that, and really, man, it's twisted, man. Because they find joy in the displeasure of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. All right, in a roundabout way, they don't realize it, but that's what they're doing, man. All right, they're basically taking pleasure in the Lord's displeasure, man. All right, and the Lord's gonna visit you for that, man. All right.
There's some more on this. Isaiah chapter 65 verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed.
That's right, man. So the Lord's servants are going to be taken care of in that day, man. All right? Because once again, our trust is put in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man, and not in man, like 2/3 of our people do, man. All right? We put our trust in the power of Israel, man. All right? Because He's the one that put us in this condition, man. He's the one that put us in the car, and He's the one that led us into captivity, man. Put us in the cargo slave ship, or caused Esau, all right, to capture us and put us in cargo slave ships and take us onto the other side of the world, man. All right? Why? Because it was for our punishment, man. All right? If you go read the book of Baruch, right? The 4th chapter, I believe it's the 4th chapter, 3rd chapter, where it says, the Lord did not do this because, based on roughly paraphrasing, He didn't do this for your destruction, but you moved the Most High to wrath, man. That's the reason why He did this to you, man. All right? So guess what? At the same time, that's why He's going to bring upon, like I was talking about earlier, man, that look, the Lord has already punished you. All right? He already put that rod on you. And he's right now, He's trying to take that rod off of you, man. All right? By comforting you with these words, man. But since you won't take comfort in the word, guess what? He's going to put that rod back on you, man. Using Esau, man. All right?
Finish it off. Isaiah chapter 65 verse 14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
That's right, man. So when you realize that you can't even go to the store and get any food, all right, and the shelves are empty, that's vexation of spirit, man. All right. Meanwhile, the Lord, the men of the Lord, all right, they're gonna find comfort under Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. All right. Because even the Lord, the Lord spoke about how, the birds, they don't have to toil or this or that just to bring in food, because it's right there, man. All right. And the Lord said, look, how much more valuable are you than these, man? All right. So if the Lord had made sure that the birds are able to eat every single day, then how much more us, man? All right. And that's how it's gonna be in that day, man. He said, look, even Elijah, man, with the ravens, man, he fed him with the ravens, man. What do you think the Lord's gonna do in that day, man? All right. Probably have something like laid out for you, like say, here, man, have this, partake in it, That's what the Lord's gonna do in that day, man.
Yeah, this Job 5, starting verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Right, man. So, famine is going to deliver you from death, man. All right? And from the power of the sword, man. Okay? Because remember, man, the Lord gave that blessing over to Esau, man, which is that sword. All right? So the Lord's going to deliver you from Esau, man. All right? And also from the death, the famine, all right, that's about to come on the soils of America, man. All right? In which famine, if you read the book of Lamentations, right, it tells you that, look, man, those that be stricken by the sword. Hey, man, when you feel that famine, man, all right, that's nothing to play with, man. if you try going 3 days without eating, man, that plays on the mind, man. All right, because your mind, man, you're having these thoughts, man. You know, basically, you lose it, man. All right, after not eating for a certain period of time, man. All right, and that's how it's gonna be, man. These people are gonna bug out even going 5 hours or 6 hours without eating, man. These people are gonna bug out. All right, because really these people have been trained to eat every 3 hours, man. And they've been putting that vibration out for years now, man. All right, saying that look, you have to have a meal every 3 hours. You know, you got to eat for 3 hours, and then it's a cutoff point where you don't eat, you know, this and that. All right, and the other thing too is easily accessible. All right, so when that access is taken away from you, all right, and you can't reach, you can't get your food, all right, then guess what, man? Hey, that's gonna play on your mind, man. All right.
Crackheads, they gotta eat that hit.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
This Lamentations 4:9. He said, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger."
See, hey, there it is, man. It said they that be slain with the sword is better than them that be slain with the famine, man. All right. So there it is, man. So look, if you stricken by the sword, you know that's a quick death, man. All right. But when you stricken by famine, you know, hey, that's joint. Hey, it gets away at you, man. That's gonna go further.
Yeah, God. It says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruit of the field."
That's right, man. For want in the fruit of the field, man. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're an Israelite too. Oh, hey, good, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but yeah, you got a phone.
Yeah, he like one of the military motherfuckers.
See, and that's what I'm going to show you, man. It's more than just knowing that you're an Israelite, man. All right? Saying, like Scripture say, you have to be an Israelite inwardly. All right? It's another thing to know that you're an Israelite, but it's another thing to actually live it. All right? That's how you know. That's how the Lord separates his people. All right? Those that actually taking on to their heritage, man. Those that don't, man. They say, "Oh, I know him." It's like this and that. They just keep going on, about that.
Yeah, like it's just something bad. Like I'm up on the new IG. I got the new 5G phone. You know what they say? Like, oh, I know I'm an Israelite. You know, like it's just the new technology.
And kind of make a point too. To knowing you're Israelite, that just increase your level of death. Levels of death. So you knowing that you're an Israelite, you better work. You try to work to get on the good side of the life.
You reminded the Most High that you the one that the Lord got to hit on.
Yeah, it's different levels.
You like, look at me. I'm the one that you hate. I'm the one that you want to kill right now.
Man, yeah, that's right, man.
You reminding the Lord that, hey, y'all the motherfuckers who I have, you know, that I wasn't pleased with, man. I'm that ride on.
Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right, man. So wisdom is the principal thing, man. All right? So it's one thing to have that wisdom, but in order to keep it, you have to have understanding, man. All right? So with all thy getting, get understanding, man. You know, you know that certain things are happening, right? But it's really, when you go into being studious, you find out the cause of things, man. You find out why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why am I being stricken like this? Why am I going through hell?
Hey, that's that too. You know you're an Israelite, but do you know wisdom of the man? But do you understand why if you run a red light? Or hey, even in that, do you understand why when you see red and blue lights, that nigga, he ain't act proud, right? But I bet you if the red and blue light in behind, he gonna get nervous. He gonna get nervous because he gonna know, oh shit, I can get blown away right now. See? That's the understanding aspect of it. Just because you know you're a damn Israelite now with.
Exactly. Yep. So you know the Lord coming back, man. Hey, you gotta have understanding, man. That's what you say.
Hey, that's what we should have asked him now what? But you know what? But guess what? The Spirit of the Lord didn't want us to deal with it because he just got marked. He just got marked, and that was it. And you can tell he a proud nigga. He got his little ones with him, out having ice cream and shit. Fuck wrong with you, Jake? Man, it's wartime, man. This nigga out having ice cream with some stiletto sandals. He's showing that he had ease, man. Then there's little ones, you know, they following in the same path. They gonna be some little suckers that gonna, you know, commit to the ways of Esau, man. Hey, you can tell them guys is not for what we are for up here. And really, ain't nobody, right now the door closed, man. Real talk, the door closed, man. I don't give a damn. You come up and hey, you know, be an Israelite, have all the great meals going. That ain't enough no more. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even enough no more. So, yeah, go ahead.
Galatians 6 and verse 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy and upon the Israel of the Most High.
Right, so then there's walking according to this rule. All right? This is the rule that's talking about, man. All right? That's where you get the word ruler from, man. All right? It's a fearful thing to know that the Lord already has this set number, and now it's just a matter of time before he reveals who's who, man. All right? So again, like the author just read, is that the Lord knows your spirit, he knows your heart, he knows what you're thinking. All right? So that's why the Lord, in the prospective time, he's going to reveal, you know, his elect men.
This is Luke chapter 16 to 15. And he said unto them, Yea, are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High.
That's right, man. So look, he said, look, you already know what you're already thinking, man. He knows what your objective is, man. All right? So even though you know you're like, but yeah, you got ulterior motives.
Back to that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know his heart, bro.
So he already knows that, yeah, I know him. It's like, but what's your motive, man? All right, what, you know, basically, you know you're an Israelite. Okay, then. So, you know, are you going to take it? Are you going to take hold of it? You know, as you get into it? Or are you just going to just flip behind your back and say, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Yeah, you know, it's basically still going on like a nigga, man. All right? Because basically, you know, it's a certain vibration, man, like we was going into, man. Is that when you come into this thing, you know your nationality, you have a certain aura about yourself, man. You basically carry yourself a certain way, man. All right?
Now, like the scripture said, he was highly esteemed before men. Okay? And we men, we servants of Yahweh Shai, all right, doing this work. And it says, highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High. So what that tells you, man, he's an abomination to the Most High. Point blank period.
Yeah, man, first and foremost, when you look at him, man, you say, yeah, I know his life, but you look at him, man, like, well, if you were Israelite, then why you got a bald head, man? All right, you know, you basically got shaving off your beard and stuff like that, man. You're not an Israelite, man. All right?
I had a kid to play fade.
Exactly, man.
For that which is highly esteemed.
Really, you more of an Edomite than you are an Israelite, man. All right? Because, you know, shaving off the head, you know, you're supposed to do that when you're mourning, right? You know, in the morning, you can shave off all your hair and stuff like that. All right? But, man, that's really also a custom that Esau took for himself, man. You know, the Caesar haircut and this and that, you know, shaving off the beard, man. All right? That's a custom of America, man. All right? That's also a custom of the Egyptians, man. All right? You know, when you get lined up and stuff like that, really, man, when you line yourself up, right, that really shows that you're a slave, man. Did you know that that's how they mark their slave, by lining them up a certain way, man? And here it is, man, you niggas getting lined up and shit, man. I'm showing you that you're still a slave, man. You still giving your life over to modern day Egypt, man, which is America, man. All right? So when you give yourself a bald head for no apparent reason, man, they still show you that you're still a so-called African American this very day, man. You're still under the vibration of America, man. You're not taking on the vibration of an Israelite, man. You're not taking on the vibration of Yahweh Bashir Shah. All right, because that's what goes into it, man. When you come back into your nationality, you come back to the Lord, man. All right, because like it says in Deuteronomy 32nd chapter, it says Israel is the Lord's portion, man, and Jacob is a lot of his inheritance, man. You got it.
Yeah, this on 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 21. For it have been better, for it have been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Yeah, that's right, man. Ain't no telling who we watching, man. Or who was watching, who we heard this from, man. All right? So like the script, like I just read, man, said, look, it would have been better, all right, that you haven't really gotten even into this truth, man, that you know that you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. All right? Because now that you know, like the scripture saying, somebody can find it real quick. What's his in that because that's the thing, man. So you know what the standard is, right? So you because if you know Israelite, man, you know you didn't hear this from in the barbershop, you know, while you're getting lined in the barbershop, say, hey, you Israelite. In shape of, he's not gonna tell you in the barbershop, man. Apparently he ran to one of the videos and learned about this knowledge, man. All right, but you found it out.
I got a quick precept for you. This Ecclesiastes Sirach 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third making me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such, and one for the sword.
Right, man. One that turneth from righteousness to sin, man. All right, and those are the ones that he's saving for the sword, man. Right. All right. So if you ran into this truth, right, and the righteousness is right there in front of you, man, you could have took hold of it. All right. But when you turn away from that, the Lord reserved you to the sword, man. All right. So that's why, and this is not just him, all right, because you got others that walk by, right, and they see us out here speaking His word, but they don't take heed, man. But guess what? The sword is reserved for these individuals, man, for these Israelites, man, these Jakes. All right. That spirit, man. Look at him.
Yeah, it's got to tell you now. They get farmed, man. They get farmed.
You found it out.
I found it. It is Luke 12 and verse 47. And the servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself.
Right, the servant that knew his Lord's will, but prepared not himself, man. All right. So it's one thing to hear this word and prepare yourself, man. All right. But it's another thing to hear this word and you just sit on your knees, man. All right. So when you hear this word, you're preparing yourself. You're basically getting yourself together, man. All right. Because we're about to be taken up out of here, man. Go ahead. You got up.
Neither did according to his will shall be beaten with many stripes.
Right. So and did not do according to his will, but be beaten with many stripes, man. All right. And what are those stripes, man? The famine. All right. You being stricken by the famine. You know, basically pounding away, eating away at yourself. All right. Being condemned or being overtaken by these martial law troops. Those are the stripes, man. All right. So it said, look, those that do his Lord's will, but then do according to his will, it's gonna be beaten with many stripes, man.
And can I say too? Like the guys that don't know the will, they're gonna get hit with one strike. Like they might just die out of famine, or might just get their ass blown away. One strike. But you guys that knew this truth, you're gonna have the famine. You're gonna stagger away from that. Get some ass whooped out in the race riot. You're gonna stagger away, get away from that. Get thrown in the concentration camp, tortured. Then you might get beheaded, and right when you get beheaded, the missiles come. Share the flames of that. Because the nerves still be going when that head come off, man. Your head just another limb. Being beheaded is something serious, man. You get your head cut off. You ever saw somebody get their head cut off like a snake or something like that? Oh yeah. They still be moving, man. So you get your head cut off, and then the missiles cut off. So them the many stripes. You gonna get all the flags, you know. But just some simple nigga, you know, listen to rap leader on the corner doing his thing. He ain't know the truth, so he went held accountable, you know. So he gonna just get one swift strike. They gonna knock him out, you know. He gonna probably get his ass whooped to death. He get bodied, he get stumped out by Edomites in the race war, you know. But that's better than just a person that knew the real.
Person don't do the will, man. That's suffering on top of suffering. All right. So you know the Lord's will, man. When you get beaten with many strikes, man, you gotta take every single strike by you. How about you not shot, man? All right. And all those strikes, you're still gonna be alive, man. So that's really you suffering, man. All right. Because when you get beat with those fewer strikes, one strike, that's a quick death, man. All right. You know, you just get taken out and that's it, man. All right. But with those many strikes, man, that's really suffering, man. All right, now that's suffering to the core, man, and the Lord is going to allow you, all right, to keep breathing and feeling every single strike that He gives you, man. All right.
And that goes to the ones that left His truth and will.
Exactly.
So this Luke chapter 14, verse 28. For which of you intended to build a tower, consider not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it.
Right, man. So how many of you that would not sit down and count the cost, right? Whether you have sufficient to finish it, man. All right. So you knew what was gonna have to take to get into this truth, man. And really, if you really go into it, right, that goes right along with Arcus Reed in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. All right, telling you that when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, man. All right. So of course, when you come into the truth, that's temptation. You're gonna get hit left and right with temptation, man. All right. Because this isn't you know, like Paul said, man. He's not as one that beateth the air, man. All right. You know, you're not shadow boxing, man. You're not just sitting there throwing punches. This is a real fight, man. All right. This is a real fight, man. This is a fight. Basically you're fighting against yourself, man. All right. Yeah, that's right. The fight is like I just said, man. This fight is spiritual, man. All right. So that's what you're doing, man. This is a real fight, man. So as you're going through that fight, all right, you're basically going through those temptations, man. All right. You're going by, you're navigating through Babylon, all right, trying to stay in the state of being under the shadow of Yahweh Shah, man. All right, and that takes a lot, man. All right, that takes real, man. This is a mental game, man. All right, because really it takes a lot. Really it plays on the mind, man. All right, because when you're in this thing, it's a test of endurance, man. All right, so you really got to endure every single thing that's being put in front of you, man. All right, to make it to the finish line, man. All right.
Yeah, back in Luke chapter 14, verse 29, least happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him.
See, and that's what happened to guys that fell out, man. All right. So you didn't count the cost, man. You didn't consider what would happen if you were coming to this truth, man. All right. You didn't consider that you might, lose your loved ones, lose your family, man. All right. Or other than that, you might lose everything that you ever had, man. All right, you didn't consider those things, man. But when they don't consider, guess what? They end up falling out, man. All right, and that's what happened, man. You got guys that came to this thing thinking that the Lord's gonna come back the next day, or next week, or next month, and they fell right out, man. All right, and guess what? Like I just read, it says those that beheld that tower that's trying to be built, they walked by and mocked it, man. And that's what happens when the guy fall out. You subject to all kinds of lessons being put out on you, rebuke sessions and stuff like that.
Your face plastered all over.
Yeah, exactly, man. This thing said, look, man, this guy right here fell out. This and that, man. That's a form of the Lord mocking you, man.
All right, because we had guys that fell out the camp, and they was all right, and the Lord put the spirit on us to compel us to talk about it from time to time. We really went on about our business, but the Lord put the spirit on us to fulfill that scripture. We bring them up, from time to time. Hey, I got to put some too for Matthew 21:28. But what think you? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I would not. But afterward, he repented and went. And he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir. And he went not. Whether of them twain did the will of his father.
Yeah, man. You never know, man. That guy that just walked by, you probably said, yeah. This one, yeah, man, I'm gonna do this and that. I know I'm an Israelite,
Yeah.
But guess
Tell
what,
his
man?
gun, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man. I'm gonna start the cap.
I'm gonna start teaching, man. I'm gonna make my YouTube channel. And then guess what, man? Going about his business, man.
Yeah, you go to the movies.
Yeah, that's right, man. All right, so they said like I just read, said which one of these, the twain, did the will of the Lord, man. The one that actually did the work, man. The one that actually got into it, man. They actually embraced this heritage, man, of being a Hebrew Israelite, man. All right, and actually embracing Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. All right.
Hey, real quick, you go into all the prophets, they really didn't want to do this. Moses came up with an excuse. He's an eloquent speaker. Yeah, Jonah. Yeah, exactly. Jonah ran from the Most High. Yeah, he ran. He went and got a bus. Back then, that was equivalent to a bus ticket. He went and got the token to go and jump on the ship to go somewhere else, man. Jeremiah said, what? I can't speak.
Yeah.
That should be said. Jeremiah said, he was too young. With that Isaiah said, I come from the unclean lips. Yeah. All the prophets weren't with it, man. that's a fulfillment of that scripture right there. That's why Yahweh said, one said I will not go. You know what I mean? But it went anyway. But the other said, yeah, I'll go. They ain't go. And that's the spirit they're going to do right back. I might hit it on the head. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, babe, I'm telling you. I'm gonna call, Mark. We're gonna go there. I'm gonna camp. Well, right over on the east side. Over there by the robot. You know where the shopping center. That's the conversation now, man. And come Saturday, that nigga gonna be at number super flea market. We was trying to come out of the way to do this, man. We did it anyway, though. Because I remember when I started coming out, I was like, damn, man, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to upload videos. I don't know how to on it. Most I said everything in play, well, I couldn't escape. I had to. Yeah. It was a little more on that. Yeah, it was a little more on that. Yep. Let me finish that off. 28 verse again. It says, now 31st verse. Whither of them twain did the will of his father, they said unto him the first. Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of the Most High before you.
It's a good statement, man. All right?
Hey, because they gotta say something. Them end up being the prophets and the believers. They came back reincarnated. Before we came into this truth, we went, it went something that sit easy with everybody. We got stuff in our past that we might do. And most of the believers is people that's sincere. They got dark things in their past,
Right. That's why he told that guy, man, he said, listen, he's telling him, you got to do this, you got to keep all of it, keep this law, keep that law. And he told him, yeah, I kept all that from my youth, man. They said, what do I like? He said, tell them, they go share everything you got and follow me, man. You can do it, man. All right? So he said, look, even though you say, you in your mind, you thinking that you're a good citizen, this and that, you're not accepting that, man. All right? So you gotta lay it all in front of you. How about you shot, man? All right? That's why the scripture say, I forgot where it is, where it says, cast out burdens. How about you shot? That's your sins are really your burden, man. All right? Basically have in mind, what you did back in this life. And not only that, you got things that you didn't know you did back in your past life. Yeah, so that you gotta throw all that in front of you. How about you shot, man? All right?
And that's why King David said, forgive my past sins, something like that. You go into your past life. And the scripture say too that charity comes with the multitude of sins. So only the elect going to be delivered. How they going to be delivered? Through charity. So even if you want to come out here and do the work, God's like, nah, them sins are going to be imputed onto you. So you can't come out here and do it. And we see that too a lot. Just last week, I believe it went last week, the week before last week, the dude stood right there. He was all in it. But he was with a bra. He could tell, he felt her over his shoulder. He just walked off with her, man. So the Lord said the scenario, you can see the look on his face like, yeah, I get that going on, But it wasn't meant for him to work off his sins, man. His sins was imputed to him, what I mean? And they talk about that in what's that Psalm, the 32nd chapter, blessed is the man who sins forgiven. So that scripture tell you that everybody got sins, even the prophets. We all did things in this life, past life, But the Lord made a way for us to work off them things. Now you know what's heavy, right? Me and Albert just kind of speaking of it off camera. The Lord and them get a fix. They get a rush to seeing wisdom come out to us. They love wisdom. That's why they set it up for us to teach. This is actually what pleased the Lord, man. Because they get a rush for seeing wisdom being displayed. Seeing somebody teach. So that's why we might look at it like that. That's all we got to do is teach. But to the Lord, they love that. The Lord, Heavenly Father, is only begotten Son. Why? Because they scripture say that the Lord loves none, but you got something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this 1 Corinthians 1:21.
Yeah, that's Esau, man. We still going though, right? Yeah, go ahead.
This 1 Corinthians 1:21. For out of that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
It pleased the Most High. It ain't foolish to the Most High, it's to you people. You look at this as foolishness, man. A bunch of guys on the corner with Bibles in their hand, garbs that you would perceive to be dressed. You know?
You the number the moments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use that there right there. Count his life is madness. Yeah,
But guess what? That pleased the Most High, man. You know? Keep preaching, man. Really, when you go into that word preaching, it means prophesying. Because we coming out and we telling you people what the Lord is about to do. We are those heralds. You know, when you a herald, you pretty much what you doing? You bigging up the one that's really the main show. It's almost like equivalent to like a concert. You got the headliner, you got the opening act. We just open the act, setting, keeping the stage, getting the crowd ready for the headliner. Man. So in that action alone, you know, we doing this is a beautiful work. That's why the Most High pleased with it. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all got something?
Now, this is Wisdom of Solomon. This is chapter 5, verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints.
Yep, you got that.
Yeah. So that basically means you looking at us in derision. You looking at us like we ain't got no truth or whatever out here on these highways and hedges, preaching this truth, prophesying, blowing this trumpet. And you looking at us like we crazy. We got on garments, all right? We ain't all splashed up and spruced up out here, all right? And we preaching the word of how about Yahushua, okay? And you looking at us like, how is he numbered, okay? Because we are numbered, man, and y'all number too, but y'all on the bad side, all right? And we should be on the good side, hopefully. Lord willing.
Yeah. Like I was going to, man. So that's why they're gonna see it when all these calamities start coming upon America, man. All right. They're saying, look, man, this guy, we thought he was crazy. You know, we thought that he was out of his mind, man. But when these things start happening, you know, it's gonna be a certain spirit that's gonna be on us, and they're gonna notice it, man. All right. Oh, it also goes to the scripture, right? You hold something out? Yeah. Go ahead and grab that. Where it says, not people.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 in verse 4. For into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subjected unto sin.
That's right, man. Into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter into, man. All right? And that wisdom's talking about the wisdom of about Yahushua, man. That's right. All right? So that wisdom is not going to enter into a malicious soul, man. Basically, a soul that's tied to wickedness, man. That's tied to evil. Okay? So, of course, when it goes to that scripture saying them that are subject unto sin, basically going to the workings of America, man. All right? So wisdom is not going to enter into that soul, man. It's not going to enter into that person, man. All right? Because what comes with America? Pride. All right? So of course that already excludes you and disqualifies you from getting wisdom. All right? You have some over there?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And I'm going to start at verse 4. We fools account of his life madness and his end to be without honor.
That's right, man. That's what they think, man. All right, hey, that's the same scripture, man. That's that vibration, man. All right? So it said, look, it said, like the author was saying, man. All right? It's that they count our life's madness, man. All right? And our end to be without any sort of substance, man. Okay? So of course, with that being said, man, it said, look, afterwards, man, when these things start happening, then guess what? They're gonna see the power on this, man. All right? They're gonna see the power on this people, Jake, man. All right, on the Lord's people, Israel, man. Which consists primarily of these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right?
Yeah, this Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth.
That's right, man. So it said, look, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. All right? So in other words, in the day of the power, when really the Lord starts to open up his spirit on his men, guess what? The people are going to see that, man. And they're going to be willing in that day. All right? That's why you're going to have certain ones that come out of this world, all right? And they're going to be following the prophets, man. They're going to be following after the men of the Lord. So that same thing that happened back during the time of Acts, all right, it's going to happen once again, man. All right, you're going to have multitudes of people following the prophets, following the men of the Lord, all right? And that's the vibration that's been going out. Like he said, look, you got to be prepared to be able to come forth amongst a multitude of people, man. All right? And that's going to happen again, man. They're going to see the power on his men, all right? And that's what's going to happen during that time, man. All right? So like the ox said, look, our people are going to be willing in the day of our power, man. All right? And the beauties of holiness, man. All right?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints.
Right. So say, how is he numbered among the men of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints, man. All right? Because guess what, man? They see us as, like I mentioned before, they see us as someone that's bugged out of our minds. But when they see that the Lord is really dealing with us, and guess what, man? That's what they're going to be saying in that day, man. All right? Saying, man, the Lord chose men like this to carry out, to basically have this power, all right? And they're not going to believe in that day, man, all right? Because the Lord is really going to open up during that time, man, all right?
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of the truth.
Right, so as they said, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, man, all right? And that's what they're going to be meditating in that day, man, all right? Because it's basically the things that we've been saying and we've been practicing and following afterwards. That was what led to the Lord giving us that power, man. All right? They said, look, the ways that we've been going about it, those are errors, man. We erred from the way of life, man. All right? And that's what landed them in the position that they're in, man. All right? And that's what they're going to be saying in that day. Okay?
And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
That's right, man. So the son of righteousness didn't rise up on them. It rose up on the men that actually went out and did the work, man. The ones that actually embraced Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? Actually came under the umbrella in the shadow of the Almighty, man. All right? Those are the ones that the sun is looked upon, man. Oh, and that sun is a representation of the light, man. All right? Because yeah, that's right. Because when the sun being down on you, man, basically that's the Lord giving you wisdom, man. All right?
This is Baruch chapter 3 and 36. He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved.
That's right, and that ties right along with the I read earlier, man. It said it's talking about when it speaks about the Israel of the Most High, man. All right, so that wisdom being imparted unto Jacob his son, and Israel his inheritance, man. All right, so in other words, the Lord has given unto the people who we know that they're Hebrew Israelites, man, inwardly. All right. So therefore, that's why the Lord has given us that certain amount of wisdom. All right, so that we can be able to navigate and move through the spirit, man. All right. That's right. Okay, I believe that's good on that. Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where they lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Yeah, okay. Read it again.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 7. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Right. So they say they gone through deserts, man. All right. Because they gone through deserts. In other words, places where there's no water, man. All right. So right now, that's why we have the water right now, man. All right. And that water is His word, man. Okay.
Verse 8. What have pride profit us?
So what have pride profit us, man? All right. So in other words, while they're walking in great pride, all right, then what's it profit you, man? All right, the only thing that it profit you is a consolation prize, man. That's about it, man. Your consolation is here with America, man. All right. Basically, you found your comfort here on the soil of America, man, under that vibration, man. All right. So that's your consolation, man. That's your consolation for being prideful, man. So that's the profit of pride right there, man. It's consolation, man. All right.
It says, or what have riches with our bunching brought us?
That's right. So what have your riches with your bunch have brought you, man? All right. In other words, you basically you go into the riches of this world, but yet you don't notice the riches of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Like the scripture says, it's easy for the Lord to make a man rich, man. All right. But you'd rather give your all to FRN notes, all right, your IOU notes, all right, and not consider about what Yahweh Shem Yahshua got laid up in store for you, man. All right. And once again, man, like I just read earlier, man, said with wisdom, it's not going to dwell with a malicious soul, man. All right. In other words, a soul that's full of pride, man. That's why the ark is reading that scripture, man. All right. Still next. Yeah, some right over here.
And Candace Wisdom of Solomon 2 in verse 15, not verse 14. Slacken, he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men. His ways are of another fashion.
That's right, man. So that's what it says. The ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is grievous unto him, man. All right. So that's why when you come into this thing, man, it's a yoke that's being put on you, man. All right. And that comes in the form of what? Discipline. All right. So that's why you look. It takes a certain Israelite, a certain person to come into this thing and actually be disciplined, man. All right. There's only a certain few that the Lord chooses to be his disciples, man. That's where really that word discipline comes from, man. All right. It goes back into the word disciple. All right. So you got to have discipline in order to be the Lord's disciple, man. So if you don't put on that yoke that's put on you by wisdom, then guess what? You can't be the servant of the Lord, man. All right? Read that verse again.
Candace Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 15. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men. His ways are of another fashion.
Right, his ways are of another fashion, man. All right? And his ways are not fashion to America, man. All right? Because, like the scripture says, his ways of another fashion. It's fashion. The fashion of Yahweh Shem Yahshua comes from the eastern part of the world, man. All right? It comes from the part of the ancient world, all right? Also, according to the scriptures, man. All right? So that's why his ways of another fashion, man. All right? Because these people, really, man, when you go into the bare minimum, man, it's only a select few that actually go into the scriptures, man. Only a select few that actually goes into the statutes that's being put forth from the scriptures, man. All right? So those ways are of another fashion, man. These are ways that these people can't tie themselves within, man. All right? Because they don't want to be yoked. They don't want to be restricted. All right? What's on there? Okay. Yeah.
This second Ezra chapter 9, verse 9. Then he said they be in pitiful case, which now have used my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, so I dwell in torments.
Right, man. So they shall be in pitiful case, man. All right, that cast away the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. All right. So guess what? When that time comes, all right, they're gonna be in a worst case scenario, man. All right. Yeah, that's the thing about it, man. Jake, they don't consider, all right, like the worst of the worst, man. All right, they don't consider how bad it can get. It can go from good to bad in a matter of seconds, man. All right, and they don't consider that. They don't consider that their ways is going to lead them to be in a worst case scenario, man. All right, because the Lord is known for setting up scenarios, man. All right, He's known for having something laid up in the cut way for you, man. You might be walking down the street and a straight bullet hit you. All right, and the Lord set that up, man. So the Lord can set up any sort of scenario to get at you, man. All right.
It's back in second Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Verse 11. And they that have lost in my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Right, man. So they loathe the law of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. All right? And that repentance, that door of repentance, or the place of repentance has been opened up to them, man. All right? By way of what? The camps, man. All right? You had liberty to actually come up and listen. All right? And to learn, man. All right? But you loathe that, man. All right? That's the reason why we brought out Proverbs, the first chapter earlier, man. All right? That they despise his word, man. Okay? Keep going out.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain.
That's right, man. So even though you had liberty to get your mind right, all right, the same ones got to know this thing about you got to know about death by pain, man. All right. So that's the reward of someone who doesn't take heed to this word, man. The reward of the wicked, man, is death by pain, man. And that's why I brought that out earlier about true suffering, man. When you receive a multitude of stripes, all right, you got to know death by pain, man. All right.
Yeah, this Proverbs 1:29. It says, "For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices."
Right, so they're going to eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices, man. All right, so this is what happens when you lead a life of wickedness, man. All right, this is what is being reaped once you sow wickedness, man. All right, so that's why the scriptures say the Lord is not mocked, man. So if a man sow wickedness, he's going to reap wickedness, man. All right, so that's the reason why the scripture is written. And look, you're going to eat the fruit of your own way and be filled with your own devices, man. Things that you had laid up in store, all right? You had a savings for the future of your children, your kids. And guess what? All is being taken away from you in one instant, man. All right? So guess what? You're going to eat the fruit of your own way. Why? Because you trusted in those things, man. All right? You trusted in the materialistic things other than trusting Yahweh Shemel Shah that gave you that, man. All right? So that's why the Lord said, look, you're going to eat the fruit of your own way, man. All right? But if you tie yourself unto Yahweh Shemel Shah, guess what? He's going to reward you, man. All right? Instead of trusting in uncertain riches, he's going to reward you for trusting in him. All right? That's why you go to the book of Romans, the first chapter, and say, look, they gave the creature more worship than the creator. All right? So you gave the creature, all right, the substance, the things that was created, more reverence than Yahweh Shemel Shah, the one that made it. All right?
This is our Sirach chapter 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Yeah, read that again.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Right. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of disparity, man. All right. So in the day that you're living good, there's forgiveness, man. All right, of your disparity, man. In other words, it's forgiveness of your affliction, man. All right. So therefore, when you're in a good case and you living good and you kick back, all right, you forget about the state that you're in, man. All right. And we brought that scripture earlier. It said it's better to go to the house of mourning than the house of peace. Actually, yeah, somebody grab that. Since brought that out, because when you're in good case, right, you forget about the state that you're in, man. All right, you know when you eating and drinking, you don't having a good time, you forget about everything around you, man. Right?
Man, full circle about the snap that just happened or whatever. You know, they forget, you know, of that prosperity. When they take that snap away, they gonna forget all that stuff, man. They gonna be searching and looking for food.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So hey, they had them SNAP benefits. Yeah. All right. And it was in good case.
It was a good case.
Yeah. And then when they lost it, they lost their mind, man.
Yeah. They forget about what they had.
Yeah, what happened when it's taken away from you, then you go home. I ain't shit. I ain't got shit. Put this stuff back, you know. Exactly.
They don't want to serve the Lord. You know, when everything go good, they don't want to call upon the Lord. But when everything go bad, they call upon the Lord.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's beautiful. That's a common thing with Israel. Every single time that Israel get into some sort of distress, they call to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. All right, and then when they call out to him, he said, look, and then the Lord deliver them, right? But then they go right back to the
police
They go right back to the mire, all right? They call out, they call you Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Guess what? The Lord took that away from you, man. All right, he took away that easy access to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Name away.
Yep. So now you don't know who to call on, man.
Calling on Jesus Christ, Jesus. That's not the name.
Exactly,
They ain't gonna come.
So, yeah. Oh, no, God, Jesus Christ.
That's Hosea 4:6. They say, I also will forget thy children. So he said, you ain't gonna be able to call that name. Basically the Lord took that name away from you.
Some people can't pronounce it. Pronouncing names tough.
Yeah, they can't.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, real quick, somebody get something real quick. Go back. Get Psalm 145 and 18.
It's that skim of
Yeah. Was it Yahuwah? No, motherfucker. Yeah.
And in Psalms 145, verse 18, the Lord is not unto them that the Lord is not unto them, all them that call upon him, and to all them that call upon him in truth.
See? So it's different. You can't just call upon the Lord. You got to call upon him in truth. These people, they said, well, the Lord is understanding. You can call him whatever language you in. No. You got to call on the name of the Lord in truth. So that's what's going to happen. A lot of people, that's why scriptures we went into early, they're not going to be always mindful of the scourges. They're going to be still calling on God and Jesus, man. When you snap, they call them 800 numbers, shit ain't going right. Jesus. It ain't going to help, man. Oh, yeah, y'all got that. That place got to go, man. That's the creation of Jesus.
Okay. To this, about the name. And the name of the Lord is in the Hebrew and not in the Greek. So I just want to get this Ecclesiasticus, the prelude and the wisdom of Solomon and the Sirach. So I'm gonna skip on down where it says, for the same things other than Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have.
Oh, that's why you got to go into the definition of words. That's why I said not only that, but in the law and the prophet and the book, you got to look up words. That's why the Spirit got on Paul the Harder, set that whole overtone to where we go into words. You got to go into the etymology of words. That was just saying that. When you translate, it's powerful, man. This book is powerful. We had the scrolls. When you had the scrolls back then, it didn't have verse 1, verse 2. It was all spiritual, man. You just go in there, you open up the scroll. Tell how heavy it was. It's like like water, you know what I mean? Now you step in water and move you around. That's what they did. If I call you, come in there to open up the scroll, it's like sit, that's heavy. Then it rolls over the way it wants you to roll over. What the Spirit wanted to roll over on. That's how heavy the scroll was, man. It don't be like, I'm gonna roll it here. No, it roll and it stop, but oh shit. Don't tell the way, you ride something that you ride on me, you read something that cut you, man. You come in there, you read something that cuts you, they be like, yup. Hey, that's why you outside, when you read the scripture, you outside went in there. The outside handled the scroll like nobody else, man. The outside stepped in there, opened up the scroll, and he read the scripture somebody himself, man. He said how he gonna he was sent to liberate the captives and free those from bondage. Man, the outside bad dude, man. But now we read the scriptures in this form, and you gotta tap into the original form by going. Matter of fact, read that one more time, huh?
There's back in Ecclesiasticus, the prelude of wisdom of Solomon. Just going back down. It said, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Right, meaning what? You got these Christians, they read the Bible all night long, man. but they don't know how to go into certain words. There ain't no force in it. So they can read St. John 3:16 100 times. And it ain't gonna be no force in it because they ain't gonna know what it means. They're gonna read it and come away from it thinking everybody can be delivered. That ain't no force in it. But we can read it and we gonna, matter of fact, keep reading it.
And not only these things, but the law itself
But
and
the
the
law
prophets
itself,
and the rest of the books
the prophets,
have
the
no
rest of
small
the-
difference.
Ain't no small difference. So you got to go on the etymology of these words and everything, man. Like the law, you know, that's why we know, like the rape thing. That's why we know how to go into rape. When we go into rape, we know that the Hebrew word there's talking about seizing or grabbing up. So now we got the force of the scripture. We got the full, we got it with no cut, no chaser. But they take it, they digesting it, and it's all watered down. Now on top of that, they getting it served to them by some poor chocolate pastor. He gonna put a spin on it the way he wants you to get it. Now you know all this spiritual right here.
I ain't see that on the ground.
Come on, man. He spotted it. I'm looking at 8-7. Everybody go to Amos 8 and 7. You know, we thinkers, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, but hey, man. Straight up. All right. Yeah, we got more. So the Lord in heaven, man, everything is spiritual with Yahweh on the outside, man. Matter of fact, get 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. Let's go there. Let's see what happens. Because I was just saying on camera, I was anticipating this to be a very bad, a hot day, which it was. It was like 100-something degrees. I was anticipating, well, this should be starting a little late. And I said, you know what? Nah, we got to enjoy it anyway. And the Lord had a way, it went like a breeze, man. The Lord had the shadow to come over us the whole time, man. Yep. Yep. 1 Corinthians 2. Yeah. Yes. Go start at the meat, brother.
Oh yeah, you got. All right, well, I just started this 1 Corinthians 2. Just say all the time.
Hey, one go, go ahead.
I get it.
Yeah, go to the point. Yeah,
Yeah, this 1 Corinthians 2:12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is
we
of the
received
Most
the
High.
spirit of the world. We haven't received the spirit of the world, right? No? Because think about it. We examine the guy. We looked at him like nobody else examined him that way. You know? Because you got the spirit has rested upon us.
Come on, y'all.
All right, go ahead.
He said, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High.
Right, and that's the spirit. We have the spirit of understanding. See? Hey, spirit heaven right there. You can't make this stuff up, man. What's the camera? I don't know if the camera got it. The little one was caught up. Because he got more of a fear. He don't have the appearance of the world on him so much. So he was like, damn, that was better than him watching any cartoon. And then at the zoo, he was locked in. Yeah. He just touched it.
It says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teaches.
Right, not in the word of man, but see, she's still doing it, you know what I mean? Like, not in the words of man's wisdom teaches, because in the world, they teach you, like this guy right here, they teach you to laugh him to scorn. But if you see him walking up to your car, oh shit, that's just one of many things, man. All right? The world's view on life versus how we see things, man. We strictly look at the world through spiritual lens, and we don't try to make it up. It's just the spirit compel us. It ain't like we just try to, look at things in a certain way. It's just the spirit rested upon us, man. We can't help but to look at things spiritual, you know? Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, kind. It says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Spirit teaches.
Yeah.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
That's heavy on all levels because man's wisdom goes into these teachers, these scholars, and these schools, and even these pastors and preachers, so-called. Because in these churches, they don't study themselves. They just wait on the preacher to get them the truth. They say, hey, go to this precept, go to that precept. So they hang their hat. They put all their stock into whatever the preacher tell their ass. So that's the wisdom of men. They go by the traditions of men. Yeah, that's like to do that Flintstone gun though. I'm about to show you y'all. I'm about to show y'all the video. I ain't showed y'all. I'll show y'all the video. That look like them. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says on 2 Corinthians, it's like in 1 Corinthians 2 and on 14, it says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
Natural man. They don't receive the things of the Most High. Matter of fact, somebody give me St. John 3 and 27 real quick. Because that's a cut on all you guys out there that's talking about you don't supposed to follow men. Well, how could you receive something unless it's given to you, man? You can't receive nothing unless it's given to you. All right. Go ahead, right now.
It's on St. John chapter 3, verse 27. John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven.
Right, except it be given him of heaven. Now, you might have a simple nigga that says, see, that thing come from men. It came from heaven. Somebody give me Matthew 10. No, because you got to go through all the. A nigga's a complex. Oh, Pastor Hart said that, man. A nigga's a very complex thing, man. You got to break them down. You know, you got to, like, fuck, man. I think it's Matthew 10 and 40. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, 40. Yep. Bring it up.
It's on Matthew chapter 10, verse 40. He that receiveth you, receiveth me.
See? So, receive it. That's that. Go back to St. John 3 and 27. What St. John, what John the Baptist just said? A man can receive nothing except it comes from the Most High, man. So then you have a simple nigga that says, well, hold up, man. See, that right there cancels out the apostles and whoever you guys think y'all can teach me. I'm going to get it right from him. Well, read that one more time.
It's on St. John chapter 3, verse 27. John answered and said, a man can't receive nothing except it be given him from heaven.
Given him from heaven. Receive nothing. All right, go back here, Matthew 10 and 40.
Matthew 10, verse 40. He that receiveth you, receiveth me.
So that's the receiving. Go ahead.
And he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me.
That's the chain of command. So we was able to receive this knowledge because we was willing to hearken to the men that the Lord sent unto us. All right, now go back to 1 Corinthians, where it said, the natural man receives
God, this 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
Read that one more time.
It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
See? So that's the receiving. The spiritual things of the Most High come from men. All right? Spiritual men. Go ahead.
It says, but they are foolishness unto him.
They are foolishness unto him, man. Meaning we could touch on certain topics and it's going to be foolishness unto you. Hey, the Spirit don't make, you can't make it up. The things we teach is foolishness unto you people out there. You know? Go ahead,
But they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them.
They had a laugh, you know what I mean? Now, you put two and two together. The foolish thing, nobody really got it. He probably had a laugh and joke about it. So the Lord sent them right back up. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. You got to understand, man, the Spirit of Yahweh is in the camp, man. Lord is up here with us. We can't do this on our own, man. What you look back for? You swear you look distraught, you know what I mean? You look distraught, weary. Yeah, go ahead.
Says neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
Right, you spiritually discerned. Yeah, Esau, something serious. Sarah's dude. Yeah. Like Esau don't take nothing. See, Esau is the measuring stick of what not to be. So you could look at Esau, and if Jake teetering toward whatever Esau doing, that means that that's a clear sign they're gonna be destroyed.
That's it. I mean, and why Esau called the border of wickedness, man.
Woo, the measure.
The measure.
That's the measure stick. And it's like almost like a chart. Like all over, like physically the color. Like, okay, On all levels, from dance, whatever you want to say. Oh, I don't want to deal with the color. Let's just deal with swag. Okay, let's deal with that.
Yeah.
Order of that, dancing. Okay, we're gonna measure you by the dancing. Everywhere you point to Esau, it's just totally off, man. That's it. It's off. It's a glitch in the. It's a glitch in the system, man. That's why. A matter of fact, somebody get that real quick. I think it's Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's I forget the error.
Aaron from the
Get that.
source. Aaron from the source. I got it. Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 5.
Brother Sharp, man. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an arrow which proceedeth from the ruler."
Right. So you're like, oh shit, this must be an error. Go ahead.
It says, "Folly is set in great dignity."
Right. So we look at Esau, we look at you as an error from the ruler. Man, what the Lord, what's going on here? You know? Go ahead.
It says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place."
Right, and the rich is dealing with us. We the rich, man. Because what we possess is able to save us. So you know we can actually market the phrase, we know the meaning of life. We actually can market that. I don't give a damn what promotions out there. You know, I'm over saying I can help you get a new car, I can help you do this, I can help you get a college degree. You know, whatever they try to frame and package, we can actually come out and say, you know what? We got the meaning of life. I could tell you the meaning of life, man. Hey, can't nobody say it. That's why the Lord said, buy the truth and sell it not. Because it's so powerful, you actually can sell it. Because this is not of this world. This is something we can present to people and they've never heard it before. We can finesse you with this. You know, we can actually package it. We can have a band rap and have the meaning of life. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I guarantee you, bro, I can tell you the meaning of life. I know what's gonna happen when you die. I know where your grandma at. I know where your grandma at right now. You wanna know what she's thinking? All right. Hey, go on, try it, bro. You mean tell you what tell your grandma think? Let me tell you exactly what your grandma think. You got your snap card on there. But see, hey, matter of fact, give me that. Isaiah 55 right there. See, that's why the scriptures say, scriptures talk about ruling over your spirit. Because we are able to take this truth and harness this power. There's been others before us, like Nate. You know, Nate used to sell the breakdown. There's dudes out there that'll sell this to you, man. Hey, we didn't even see with our eyes, dudes who knew about the Israelite thing. You know, I think at Calvary Boulevard, they had that church. Yeah, they'll package and sell this thing, man. Because they be like, oh, I can show you something in the Bible that you never saw before. And people buy it because people are already buying into the watered down verse. So when you say you got the straight uncut, well, I can show you a new twist on the scriptures. Everybody willing to buy that. Yep, that what it was up there. Let me tell it again. Say it, man.
Assembly of Divine Revelation.
The Assembly of Divine Revelation. That was the name of this shit. It was like over back on Calvary Boulevard. Yeah. That's the spirit. So y'all know about it.
Oh yeah.
But see, they went to get a lot of followers. They get a lot of momentum up there. But the Lord set it down. But they got a lot of momentum. But why did they get it? Because they were saying that idea of black people in Israel. They kind of had that twist. So that's why this is so powerful. You can sell it, man. Especially what we got. We got the unadulterated, pure truth, man. See? Yep, so go ahead.
That's Isaiah chapter 55, verse 1. Oh, and one that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat.
See? Why did Lord throw that up? Because this is so powerful. We really can sell it, man. Because the world never knew of nothing like this. In which you actually got clowns that do it. Like, for an example, them dudes, I got to give them their props. Them dudes, Sakara and them. They go at you hard by them. The debates, they chop your ass up like them debates and shit like that. Lord used them for that, but when you watch their video, they have these, what they call them? The sponsors. They come in, the ad. Yeah, they have the ads out there. They getting paid, man. You just violated the scriptures, bro. Give a damn how good you can call for precepts. You violated. Yahweh said, take no purse. Matter of fact, somebody get that Matthew 10 chapter right quick. Because you can't teach the word the way you want to teach it. It's a certain way. The Lord is about order, man. Look at this shit, man. What the fuck? It's like, man. Hey, man, that shit throw you off, man. Nigga 240 and shit, man. You got that expanded leggings and shit, man.
Man, this is
That's it.
crazy.
Wow, man. See, that's what happened with Esau ruling, man. And now King Will chase a nigga down and put a stone in the death for that shit. 10 and start at 5.
St.
Because
Matthew,
there's a way you got to teach the word. You just don't do it the way you want to do it. The Lord is meticulous, man.
Right.
When you go into the time of Noah, right? Noah couldn't just go get any wood. You can't get all the any material. Lord told him what type of wood to get, what type of tar pits. Everything was organized. So that's the same with the way we got to teach His word. Go ahead.
St. Matthew's 10 and verse 7. And as ye go, preach, saying,
Start at verse 5.
it's like it. St. Matthew's 10 and verse 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
See, that's why when we go out, we follow the commands of Yahweh Shai. It ain't about us. The Lord said, don't go into the way of Gentiles, meaning what? That don't mean we just go, because a lot of niggas is trying to twist the scripture. Why y'all ain't in the hood?
Yeah,
Nigga, we ain't gonna go to the hood, man. Fucking like we going, you know what I mean? See? That's what it is, but you follow what Yahweh Shai said. So they might say, well, hold up, why you going to the Gentiles? You're gonna have more bikes than everybody walking down here. That's not talking about physically going out. That's talking about don't deal with them. You know, this message ain't for them. We ain't sending this message to the Gentiles. Or we ain't bringing, because it tell you that in Hebrews, not Hebrews, Romans, the Gentiles, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good tidings. So we're not going into the way of bringing that good news to the Gentiles. Go ahead.
It says, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
Right, and the scripture tell you how is a people before you're a citizen. That's why when you read what's that? It's that Matthew where the Lord said Capernaum, who was exalted into heaven, should be brought down to hell. I'll find that right quick. It's in the book of Matthew. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Capernaum, who was exalted into heaven, shall be brought down to hell. I don't find it. Now, the reason why I want to bring that out, does that mean that whole city, it was a physical city that's uprooted up out the ground and floated into heaven? Then the Lord said, no, get down to hell. And he sent it down to hell. The streets, the corners, read out.
it's Matthew chapter 11,
Yeah, that's it.
verse 23. And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell.
Right, now, what the scripture said, you are people before you are place. So Capernaum, the Lord was foreshadowing. Do you know, like most of these homeless people is from Capernaum, man? Most of the homeless people that you see, you say, man, they fucked up, man, bad condition. Them the motherfuckers out of Capernaum. Because back then they was exalted, right? So the Lord said, thou Capernaum, who was exalted in heaven, you're gonna be brought down to hell. You're a people before you're a place. So the Lord found a place for you Capernaum motherfuckers. You walking around the subway, asking for change. You the people of Capernaum, you were brought down low. All right, go ahead.
It says, for if the mighty works which have been done in thee have been done in Sodom, it would have remained unto this day.
Right, so the Lord brought them low in his lifetime. So the people that you see, everything in order. You ain't just some random dude being homeless. The Lord said, you know what? That's where you're going to be at, man. I'm going to bring you low, all right? So now go back to where we was at.
St. Matthew's chapter 10 and verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house
So when it
of
says,
Israel.
don't go. So the lost sheep, we ain't got to go way into Israel. Because they here. They're like Capernaum here. And Capernaum in their life. They're in a low spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
It says, St.
And there was a
Matthew,
lot of different people who lived in Capernaum. That's why you see a variety of motherfuckers who are in a low place. Go ahead.
St. Matthew's 10 and verse 8. Healed the sick, cleansed the lepers, raised the dead, cast out devils.
Go ahead.
Freely freely ye have received, freely give.
See, that's a part of the commandment. So why did the Lord remind you of that? Because his word is so powerful now. You're in the flesh. You're in the flesh, see? Go ahead, you continue right there.
St. Matthew's 10 and verse 9, provide neither gold nor silver
See?
nor brass.
You ain't
in your
gonna be, you do that when you're doing business. When you're doing business, you gotta give people change. What happens? A cash register is filling your purse. Somebody come in your business, they got a 20, they spending 5, you gotta give them $15 back. So that's that purse you carry with you because you're running business. We don't need that here. Because we ain't doing transactions with you. Furthermore, we ain't looking for your money. So we ain't gonna stash your money no more. See? This is not a business overtone, man, as far as physical. All right, go ahead, I'll read that one more time.
St. Matthew's 10 and verse 9, provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purse. In your purses nor scrip for your journey.
Yeah, script is like a wallet. All right, so we ain't got no stash spot. We ain't want your money, man. All right, go ahead, I'll finish that off.
It says, provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet save, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
Right, so that means you supposed to take care of anyway. We ain't got to finesse you. You know, you supposed to take care, and brothers take care of each other anyway. That's why Spirit on all the camps, we got our own treasure, man. Because Apostle Paul had to cuss out the Corinthians, but they ain't want to look out for him, man. You know? That's why he said, you know what? I forgot who he named. He said, so-and-so them going to look out. He said, somebody else going to look out for you. All right? The Lord going to take care of his people. Yeah, so go back.
So, back in Isaiah chapter 55 and 1, oh, everyone that thirsteth, come to the waters, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Yeah, so you come and get this truth for free. Lord set us up to sell you this truth, man. But why is there an emphasis on it? Because it's so powerful in the flesh. You'll package it and sell it. Oh shit, I got something that's not of this world. Ain't nothing you can rival to this. It ain't even a market. You can this is its own market right here, man. Telling you the truth. You know, because can't nobody anybody who encounter us, there's no way you can offset what we saying. I don't give a damn how much you what degree, bachelor's, doctor degree you got. You don't have the supreme knowledge of all heavens and earth. We got it, man.
Right.
And we boldly say that we got it because the Spirit of the Lord is working through us, man. All right, go ahead. You got something over there? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 55 verse 2.
Go ahead.
Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread?
Right, you spend your money for that which is not bread. You spend money in these institutions, these colleges, universities. And hey, don't let me hit you with this. You spend money for the truth. The biggest spenders is up in the churches, man. The biggest spenders is up in the churches. Your grandma in debt right now because over the course of the last 30 years, she accumulated a big spending habit with the church, man. Yeah, these new churches, you got to have an account. The pastor don't even want to deal with you no more. You know, the time the pastor had to finesse you, be nice to you, give you a smile. Now the pastor's like, man, fuck you, man. Where you W2 at? He ain't gonna even look you in your eyes. Hey, where you W2, man? Yeah, you gonna see the deacon, the junior pastor out there. Hey, you got that? They got the pen. Oh, I counted up and you had, okay, well, hey, you buy. It's all business, man. And your grandma, she wooed the sick. She come from the old, she making a transition from the collection plate to that. And she's really finished. She say the count number. Man, these folks ain't playing with you out here, man. The spirit, Babylon, the Babylonian Jews is being poured out heavy, man. So you really showing your knowledge or lack thereof, because you invest your money into institutions and universities. Like the motherfucker went to college, right? You ask him, like, what happened in the time period of 13, the latter parts of the 1300s? They don't know a goddamn, they don't know the first thing, no rebuttal at all, man. All right? Yep, go ahead.
Back in Isaiah chapter 55, Isaiah chapter 55, verse 2. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and you labor for that which satisfies not?
Right, you labor for that which satisfies not. Because out of everything you got, like you got somebody who went to college for 8 years, they ain't satisfied. They like, oh shit, man, another unarmed so-called black man that got shot, and we lock arms and nothing happened. You ain't satisfied, man. All that education and you ain't got the answer yet. Hey, somebody give me that real quick. Ecclesiastes 4:1. Hey, it is, you spent all this money, they sending you bills, tuition, you owe something. You owe Jackson State University some stupid shit, man. It ain't even no prestige. It ain't even Columbia or you owe Jackson's Community College $3,700, and you ain't even satisfied, man. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 20 years later, you owe furniture company. And, oh shit, I owe Jackson. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, Salaki, verse 1. So I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Right, all the oppressions done under the sun, and you can look no further than the people on this side. These are the people that's oppressed, man. Go ahead.
Continue on, and
Hey,
behold,
that's why when you read in the book of Job, I think it's the 3rd chapter, where it talk about the voice of the oppressor is not there. When Job said he wish he would have died, he said the voice of the oppressor is not there. What's that talking about? That's talking about the bills. The mailbox, that's the voice of the oppressor. You go to the mailbox and it's a bill. Jackson State University, that's the voice of the oppressor, man. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
yes, continue on, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comfort.
Yeah, he do it out of some weird. Yeah, he ain't from Alabama now. He's from goddamn West. This motherfucker from Idaho, yeah. Goddamn, yeah, that motherfucker out of Billington. Yeah, it's crazy. Wilmington, Wilmington, goddamn, yeah, Montana, man. Billingsley, you know what I mean? Omaha, yeah, go ahead. Huh?
Yeah. Continue on, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter.
Right, see, so like, read that one more time, huh?
Yeah. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
Right, the
and
tears of such that was oppressed, that's dealing with James, right? Go ahead.
And they had no comforter.
And they had no comforter. Give me Isaiah 33:6. And give me St. John 14:27. Look, the scripture say what? The Lord actually beheld them. And he said, look, they had no comforter, man. That lets you know that everything boils down to true knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, man. That's what it all boils down. Your money, nothing can deliver you, nothing can get you out of the state you in. I don't give a damn if you got money. Oh, most of all these Hollywood motherfuckers with all these big bank accounts, they bugged out. They done. They depressed. They real depressed, man. That spirit of depression heavy on America, man. Especially those who perceive to be well off. They depressed in the motherfucker, man. Here it is, you got everything at your disposal. You like, damn. That's why, man, I think the most time we just got this truth, man. Straight up. All the motherfuckers were sold out for this world, and it didn't more than that, man. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Right, wisdom and knowledge. Not conventional wisdom, not knowing how to, make a fire from scratch, or learning how to navigate through the wood and stuff like that. When they got these doomsday preppers, motherfuckers got a basement full of ramen noodles. That ain't the wisdom that the Most High talking about. They got bottled water and all that shit. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead. Hey, it's some Israelites like that, man. They know that they're in the truth, but then somehow they be like, yeah, man, we got for a rainy day, man. No, man, you got to put your trust all the way in your house by some other side, man. Hey, I don't even want no. I want the Most High to do his thing, man. Scripture talk about the Lord, let the Lord exalt you. So let the Lord exalt you. Because everything else that's preeminent, that's on you. So you hear this, you had ramen noodles snatched back, and you try to twist it like, yeah, the Lord was with me, man. But it was you who had the ramen noodles snatched back. So that's the preeminent. That's your only, that's your consolation, man. You're going to have just the family say, yeah, man, I ate for 48 hours.
Yeah, it says, Isaiah 13, verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
What's the fear of the Lord? Knowledge and wisdom. It says that, I think Proverbs 1:7. So the fear of the Lord is that knowledge. All right? So go back. What was that? What was that? Yep, right there. Yep, then we go back there.
Ecclesiastes 4:1, and continuing on, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there was power.
Right, so Esau got power in their hand, but on the side of you, you have no power. Now go over what you got. Because what's that comfort? Jake keep scratching and clawing for comfort, but that comfort comes in the form of money to them. From the youngest, from the top of the food chain to the bottom, man. From the youngest Jake to the oldest Jake. The oldest Jakes, they look at that what that retirement plan called 401k. And the younger Jake, they look at like the stats they got, you know, the bands on deck. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, then in this case, what we talked about earlier, snap. You know? Yeah, putting your stock into your money, man. That's because you know what? You be so downtrodden in the society. Esau playing, it's a psychological war. Esau playing on your psyche with marketing and scheming. Like when you look at the commercials, everything's centered around money. You know what I mean? So you feel like, oh shit, I need to get money to be relevant, to exist in this race. But the Lord didn't give us that type of comfort. The comfort was given us in the form of his knowledge.
St. John chapter 14 and verse 27, Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth.
Now why the world give you peace? With them bands, man. Because I know, hey, I said, man, when I was in the world, I used to be about that shit, man. About bread, you know, stacking up. But that didn't even give you peace, man. It really gave you more turmoil. You looking over your shoulder, you don't really trust nobody no more. You move in here, you move there. You see somebody you know, you like, what the fuck you up here? Man, the man he just shot. How you be like that? I moved up there, I see somebody I knew. What up, bro? I get in the car, what the fuck you doing up there? God damn, the man got the right. But that's what happened with this money, man. The ways of this world. More money, more problems, man. But that's why the Lord said, wait, read that one more time.
St. John chapter 14 and verse 27, Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth.
Right, go ahead.
Give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
Right. So the peace the Lord gave us not with the world, because the world despised wisdom. You know, when you was in school, right, the smart dude was the guy who got picked on, man. Somebody think you got knowledge, you the square all of a sudden. You the nerd. So Yahweh Shai gave us the truth, and that ain't the world ain't gonna give you peace with that. No, the world celebrates the guy that's just the asshole. You know, the dude busts out doing the, you know, whatever latest dance. That's my dog right there. Yeah. The clown who's doing the cornery, shucking and jiving. That's who everybody loves. You know what I'm saying? The contrast with the world and the Most High get that. First John 2. Got more on this, right? Read that while I'm
Back in Isaiah chapter 55, verse 2 again. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread?
And this scripture is alive and well, man. This ain't ancient. Ain't nothing ancient about that. That's talking about right now. Motherfuckers spending money on things that do not profit them, whether it's college, university, even your pack. When you buy your pack, like dudes that are selling drugs, you spending money on something that's not going to comfort you, man. Everything Jake spent money on is not going to comfort them. Because the only way you can get this knowledge, you can't buy this knowledge with physical money. You got to buy it with your time, your energy, and that's the trade-off. Go ahead. Hey, Shalom. Shalom. Go ahead.
And your labor for that which satisfy not.
And you labor for that which satisfy not. Like we just said, you took a course in college. Now you ain't satisfied. Your grandma called you, the bill's late. So you not satisfied, man. But we satisfied. I don't give a damn what news we get. You can hear your grandma just died. You satisfied. You gonna be like, you know what? Only in the spirit world. Everything we satisfied with all levels, man. Even when we can't tell, we can look at it like, you know what? Lord dealing with them, being chastised. Everything come out when we get a break. You know what? Oh, God did nothing. We satisfied because we know the end of that. Knowing is half the battle, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Hearken diligently unto me.
And that's what we did. Now, when did the Lord Yahushua come down here in this lifetime and spoke to us, and we had to hearken to him? We're talking about through his men. When you hearken to the Lord's men, you hearken to the Lord. Go ahead.
And eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Mm-hmm. Right. We fat spiritually. Hey, that's another one, eh? Shalom. Yeah, two dudes right about how to shalom, man. What's going on, man? Why you need to be trying to park? If that was me, I would have parked, man, and came out, man. See, that was Jake thing. Jake think it's just enough. You know the Hebrew lingo, shalom. That ain't gonna say it. Yeah, sideline to me, man. He got a big smile. He's looking at E. He got a smile. Could have probably meet somebody at Buffalo Wild Wings for the weekend, talking a little shit. Yeah, go ahead. You can see when people at ease, man. It ain't hard, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 55.
They're probably like, no, we can't go out there this week. I mean, next week. Great meals going out there. Yep.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live.
Right. Hear, and your soul shall live. Why? Because this word is what gives you eternal life. Again, what we possess, it outweighs any other mineral, any other resource on the planet. I don't give a fuck if it's diamonds, gold, oil, any currency. Women are commodity, you know? Whatever you got, it don't trump what we got. Because this actually propels you into eternal life right now. Do you know what we possess? We don't have to taste death. It's a good time. You won't even taste death. You just won't actually go into the chariot and be transformed, man. You can't even wrap your mind around that, man. Why the hell you think we out here on the streets teaching, man? Because we fight for something that's way above you people's strength. That's why the scriptures talk about knowledge is too high for a fool, man. See, this price, because it's just like you walk up and say, well, how much this cost? And I say $750,000. You like, oh shit, I can't get that. You know? This is too high for you. Everybody can't get this, man. And we got the ticket. We can charge you whatever. We actually can tell you know what, man, nah, man. It ain't for sale, bro. No, like I said, like mother don't want to do that. No, don't even look you in your eye. No. Said, bro, ain't for sale, bro. You know ain't nobody trying to do it. Right, let me get away from this dude. Yeah, go ahead. Right?
Back in Isaiah chapter 55, 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Woo! Even the sure. What happened with David? David got delivered for things. Hey man, this true, man. Call halal Yahweh straight up, man. Do you understand what it means by the sure mercy of David? Which one of y'all did what King David did? You really ain't did that you can think of. Not in this lifetime. So that's if the Lord give you that, then you good, man. Because I'm gonna give you another nugget through the Spirit, not me. But remember when King David, he denied, he was as Peter, he actually denied Yahweh Shai, man. Now, do not the scripture say, he who denied me before men, I will deny before the Father? So you got to think about that. Did the Lord lie about that? If he didn't lie about that, that means Peter can't be delivered because Peter did that. But why Peter gonna be delivered? Because it's David, man. That's the sure mercy for David. Really, when you're going through it, ain't nothing the elect can do. Matter of fact, give me I think there's is that Romans 7. There's no condemnation. Somebody get that, please. That's Romans 7. Pop. Pop this. Damn, man. Jake, man. Oh, man. That don't even fit, man. Like, come on, Pop. Like, that ain't gonna lead too good, Pop. Shit you on tonight. Pop, let me tell you. I think it's Romans 7. It went Romans 7:1.
Oh, I got it.
You got it? Go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 8, verse 1.
Oh, 8, okay.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Yahweh Shai,
There is no condemnation to them that is in Yahweh Shai, Mashiach. That's why when you go right here, go back to right here.
Isaiah.
Hey, hold on, brother. Let's just Chip, man, copy. Get that nigga, man. Get that nigga, man. Damn. Yeah, old Pop, see that shit? Pop, man, listen to that shit.
Isaiah chapter.
Oh, hold up, real quick. Let's go back. Read that one more time.
So Romans chapter 8, verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in.
And that's a heavy script. You can't gloss over that. There's no condemnation to them. Go ahead.
Which are in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
That's in these scriptures in truth, man. There's no condemnation, meaning no matter what we done did, if we're a part of that number, the Lord gonna exonerate you, man. Hold that on there. Revelation 14. Now, yep, go ahead.
This Wisdom of Solomon 11:23. But thou hast mercy upon all, but thou canst do all things, and winkest at the sins of men, because they should amend.
Right, yeah. Lord winking at the sins of men. That ain't talking about all men. That's talking about the elect. All right? So the Lord winked at that. Yep, go ahead. That's damn, so I can make it. And I just, no. See, the Lord still keep that edge on it because we don't even know if we the elect. So we got to keep pushing, you know? Some simple niggas say, you know what, man, I'm gonna be delivered anyway. And then they'll fall back. Man, you can't play with the Most High like that, man. Yep. Oh, that was it on that now. Okay. Now, go back where you was at. Isaiah 55. The scripture said there's no condemnation to those who are in Yahweh Shai. Now read that again.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Here in your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Even the sure mercies of David. Meaning what? When you have mercy, there ain't no condemnation in that. If the Lord, it ain't mercy unless you went off. I can't show you mercy unless you offended. So you had to, really, the elect have done things that's egregious, man. Things that the average person are cringe at. That's why it's called mercy. And it ain't like the Lord said, you know what, I'm gonna forgive you for some light shit. That would mean that a human being have more mercy than the Lord. The Lord gonna forgive you for things that a man. Matter of fact, start at the 4th verse. Yeah.
Revelation 14 and verse 4.
That's fair. We're gonna get it closed up in a little bit anyway.
These are they which were not defiled with women.
These are they which were not defiled with women. All right. You got a simple bird brain that said they ain't gonna have sex in there like that. You know? That's because they don't understand the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, for they are virgin.
Go ahead.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 14 and verse 5, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High.
Right, so in the eyes of men, there's fault in us. But before the throne of Yahweh outside, there is no fault, man. See? So that's the luxury that the elect got. And that's why, if you really understood the scriptures, you'll desire to be numbered amongst the elect. That's why any group out there that's not teaching about the elect, we know the church don't teach about the elect. If you walk up in the church asking what's up with the elect down, they're going to what? What? Who? They might say, "Now I heard of the Great Commission." You know? Man, look, man, if you ain't teaching about the elect, that means you don't understand the scriptures at all. Everything points to the Lord's elect. Man. Those are the ones that actually benefited from the blood of Yahweh when you really go into the elect. Man. All right, yep, go ahead.
And kind of Psalms 32 and verse 2.
That's it. Let's start at the top.
Okay, this Psalm 32 and verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgressions is forgiven.
See, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, meaning what everybody said, even the elect. But the elect says it's going to be forgiven. Blessed is that man. Go ahead.
Whose sins is covered.
Whose sins is covered. Covered by who? Yahweh Shai. That blood covered. Man. Because if you're naked, that's why I think it's Revelation 19 chapter where it said, keep on your garment. You said nakedness. Yeah. I'm going to say it like this. The Lord got us where we really got cloaks on. When we go up, the Lord don't behold our wickedness, man. Because he see Yahweh Shai on us. It's like we're a bunch of Yahweh Shais. And the Lord's so no nonsense. He's like, die. Oh, you live. Hey, he ain't got time to sit around and play with you, man. So if you ain't got the image of Yahweh Shai, you dead. Pastor, man. Another pastor. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, motherfucker, better say the Bible tells us, you know that Christian shit. The Bible tells us. No, the Bible told you. Matter of fact, look at Job 12 and 16. The Bible lied to you.
The book of Job, chapter 12 and verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are hid.
Deceived and the deceived are hid, man. So the Lord can use the very same scripture to throw you off. That's why it's a double-edged sword. So he said the Bible tells us, okay, yeah, the Bible threw your ass off. Yeah. So go back to what we said. Yeah,
Revelation 14. Revelation 14 and verse 5. And in their mouth was found no guile, for
you go to that word guile right there, because the so-called Christians think they got you with that. Why are you cursing? See, you got guile in your mouth. When you go into that word guile, it means deceit. So we ain't teaching no deceit. We're teaching the pure truth up here. Go ahead up.
It says, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High.
See, we got the throne of the Most High. Go ahead. Hey, that's not saying we ain't got fault. We all them went off. Until this very day you go off. We break the law, man. The law ain't done away with, man. The law is in effect, you know. But it's just Yahweh Shai is going to cover some of us from that aspect. I tell you, I think that's a Matthew chapter. I believe somebody about talking about their yoke. Yep. Last verse. Yep. Last verse of Matthew chapter. You want to get it, you can get it. Yeah, go ahead, Ala.
This is Baruch chapter 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. Why the law endure forever? Because it's right. The Lord didn't make a mistake with the law. It's just that we as a people go with the law. The law perfect, man. The Lord ain't got to go back and say, you know what, I ain't tweak this. Or I see why they ain't keeping that law. No, man, the law straight up, man. Because the law for your good, the law is the life. if you really think about it, the law really leads to eternal life itself. If we would have kept the law in an initial point without going off with Adam, an oracle for life, we would have just kept living. Because we'd have been eating certain shit, body would have been straight, would have been moving, we just kept living, man. The law of life. But now it's turned to death, just like one of our favorite scriptures, the letter kill it. So now you try to keep the law. Lord put you in it. See, you can't run from Yahweh Shai. Lord said, look, now Yahweh Shai gonna get the glory to deliver you. So you have a bimbo, so I'm gonna keep the law. Now you coming up against Yahweh Shai. You trying to cloud his glory, rain on his parade. That's why scripture said the law let her kill it. Yep, go ahead. Huh?
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Right, that's why we die now. That's why you die now. All right, now go. What else was I said? Oh, there's another one. I think Romans 10 and 15. Go ahead.
Yeah, in Matthew 11, we start at verse 28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls."
Right, you find rest unto your soul, man.
It says, for my yoke is easy, and my burden is light.
Oh, so it said my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. So what's the yoke of Yahweh Shai? Come out and do the work. Now, give me what you got.
Acts chapter 15 and verse 10. Now, therefore, why tempt ye the Most High?
So if we're going to find out how do you tempt the Most High, go ahead.
To put a yoke upon the neck of the disciples, which neither our fathers nor we was able to bear.
And that's going into the law. Now, you know, guilty of that, IUIC. Because people ask them what they can do, they say, law, law, law. So now you tempting the Most High to put the yoke on the disciples. What do it mean by disciples? Your students. That's the word disciple really means. So you put the yoke on your students that you or your forefathers come down, man. In doing that, you tempt the Most High. Because it's like, okay, when the Most High wanted you to keep the law, and with the time you keep the law, you ain't keep it. Now it's time for Yahweh Shai to deliver you. Now you want to keep the law. That's being, you playing with the Most High now, man. Most High, I'm going to cut your fucking head off, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Here it is. I had time to keep the law. That's being disobedient. That's being hard-headed. I got it. Here's the time we was all set to keep the law. Moses that came down. You know what I mean? Moses went through all this shit. And you niggas didn't want to do it. Now the Lord made the yoke easy since you have a shot. You want to reject him and keep the law. That's why the Pharisees, they were guilty of that, man. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So you know the Most High something just kill you niggas and deserve the prophets and the believers. All right? So that was it on that?
Acts 15 and 11. But we believe that through the grace of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, we shall be saved.
See that? See, through the grace. We believe through the grace of it. And that talking about us to this very day, you know. We believe that through the grace, because what happens, you come to the realization, damn, I'm gonna go off. You know? Matter of fact, real quick, give me Ecclesiastes 14 and start at 1. Because you gotta come to that realization. You gotta be spiritually mature in your self-examination. When you examine yourself, you gotta be spiritually mature. Because if you're not, what's gonna happen? You're gonna fall apart. You're gonna say, oh shit, man, I ain't right. I ain't worthy to follow the Lord. Yep, go ahead, bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes Sirach 14 and 1. Blessed is the man that have not slipped with his mouth and is not pricked with the multitude of sin.
See? So that lets you know all of us got a lot of multitude of sin. So if you're not pricked, if you're in the right spirit, you ain't gonna be pricked with the multitude of sin. You're gonna, you know what? Damn, I know I went off. Gotta keep trucking. Go ahead.
God. It says, blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him.
See, because, hey, Father House said that. This truth will bug you out. You come into this truth, now all of a sudden your conscience start condemning you. Oh, I ain't right. That's a part of the Lord getting rid of your ass. Go ahead.
He says, blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
Ain't falling from your hope in the Lord, man. This is a mental game up here, man. You got to keep hoping in the Lord, man. Oh, shit, I went off. Fuck it. I was shy gonna get me out. See? That's why you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you ain't got the basics, just what the Lord looking for, you know what I mean? You're gonna be done, man. So we just read that. Now, what was your left off? You finished? No, go back to that 11 verse you was on. So talk about the grace. 15 and 11.
Acts 15 and verse 11, but we believe that through the grace.
See, that's why it said, who have not fallen from their hope in the Lord. Get Ephesians 2 and 8 real quick. Is that it? Get Ephesians 2 and 8. You know, the Lord having what we're saying. Might be somebody else out there that the Lord just want to keep getting us at that last little pointer then on. You know what I mean? Because you know, we already felt like before clothing the Spirit of the Lord. All right? So go ahead.
Yeah, this is Ephesians 2 and 8. It says, for by grace are you saved through faith.
See? Great. And that's not falling from your hope in the Lord, man. So really, the worst scenario for you is actually coming in the truth when you think about it. Because when either you called in to be exonerated or you called in to be destroyed. Man. You just read earlier where it said, you the will of the Lord, you the most right. So this is the worst. It's almost like the person that's not under their mama all the time can get away with more. Like you round the authority figure, you stay by the precinct. You better make sure you get on your seat down there. That's why the scripture of the Lord, he had arm's reach of guys who in this arena, man. The Lord, arm's reach, he's out to grab you. You know what I mean? Billingsley. It's actually a real place called Billingsley. Where are you from? Where are you from, man? Actually from Billingsley. One time. Yep. Yeah, you see it? Yeah. Figure out where all them killers. Wow. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Amazing. We jumped the curve. You could have got screeching getting up, man. I want. I got it. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. I told you to shut up. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Let go. What would we got?
Acts 15 and verse 11, but we believe that through the grace of the Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, we shall be saved even as they.
Even as the ones that elect. You know? So there was one more I thought. Jesus, yeah. So with that, anybody want to bring them? Yeah, so with that, man, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash.
Double honor to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, much do honor and respect to our sincere brethren out there, sisters out there, subscribe to the truth. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.